messages. Hey, bro, what time's church this morning? I said, oh, just give me 15 minutes, man. Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah, I've been a long time viewer. I've always tuned in, and I think I blow up your chat a little too much. I have to tell myself to shut up sometimes.
No, no, no. It's good. It's good. Blow it up all you want, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got my coffee with me, so
Oh, very nice. What are you drinking?
just some regular old coffee.
Mhm.
I'm trying to be a healthy guy and stop putting sugar in it and everything, and making like candy coffee. So
Yeah, I'm pretty much a black coffee guy myself. I just like it. I like it bitter, like I like my women. That's it. Make it as tough and as harsh as possible, and I'm in. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess if I get an espresso going or something, proper coffee, I'll just have it straight up. But
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
throw a
That,
little something in it.
that's what I'm rocking this morning. I got a little espresso audacio or something like some Italian name, but it's good stuff.
Sounds pretty
Yeah,
fancy.
yeah. It's pretty. It comes with foam and everything. It's pretty cool. The machine does it all. The machine does it
Nice.
all. Yeah. Yo, Andrew,
So
what's up, man?
yeah, I was gonna get the chat going here. I got my laptop, so I'll be able to see it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. You got my logo in there and everything.
Yeah. How long have you been? How long have you been making slingshots?
Probably about 3 years, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not too long. I've always sort of made stuff, tinkered with everything. I got a few lathes of different sizes in the workshop here. So, but yeah, I've for 20 years or so, I've been a photographer. That was my day job, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, maybe I'm trying to hedge against like the AI takeover
Yeah.
and get
So good luck with that.
something physical going. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I was saying on your live stream there, always say thank you to ChatGPT for when the
Yeah.
robots take over.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta be polite. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. Heading up for a hunt, but listening till I lose service. Good morning, guys. Bushwalker, good luck to you, buddy. I hope you bring home some din din. And Hoggy's here. Hoggy's here, my man. And Andrea, of course. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, like when you changed your name from Scott to Scorgan Slings. I didn't know
Yeah.
who you were at first. And when you told me, oh yeah, that's my brand. So I thought you were kind of like a guy like me at the beginning, just kind of tinkers in his garage, and you get something out and you put it out. But I didn't realize you were putting out that kind of quality stuff. I was like, holy fuck, how have I not found this guy before? Because there's often I'm kind of scouring Etsy and all this stuff, and I put up slingshots and I waiting to see what comes in there, and I'm trying to pick some people. I've never seen your logo or anything. It never popped up for me for some reason. Like I'm
Yeah, really.
looking.
I've only been on Etsy for just over a year or so, maybe a year and a half, I think.
Really, eh?
Yeah, yeah, but
Because
it seems to be a good outlet. I guess I'm trying to find some other ways now with all the tariffs and everything. Etsy's a really US based thing. Like a lot of my customers were from down there, so
yeah,
it's kind of a mess right now. But hopefully it all sets
yeah.
itself straight soon.
It seems to be kind of figuring itself out slowly, but it's kind of messed up. Like I don't know for you, do you have to download that app where you're at, that new app, so you can ship to the United States or anything, or have you?
Yeah, like the Zonos thing.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. It
I
was
was I
funny.
was trying to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was trying to figure out some of the rules. Like, there's a lot of things that you got to weave through to figure out what the right tariff number is.
Yeah,
Whether a certain amount of the parts that you have are made in North America, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm looking at getting like a proper shipping broker to just have a sit down with and be like, make sure I
yeah,
got all the checks and balances, so nothing bounces back. I don't know if people have seen. I just became sort of more active in the Slingshot forum, and I did a sort of like rant post. I think I said thanks for coming to my TED talk at the end of it or something. But
yeah,
yeah, a couple of the last packages I had, they got slapped with some tariffs, and the tariffs are for Russian aluminum and stuff. There's sort of a big thing with UPS, so I just totally ditched UPS, and I think
yeah.
you've said before they use DHL.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do because I have a package that's supposed to go out. Canada Post is accepting packages again, but they can't
Yeah.
guarantee any lead times at all. So let's say, for
Hmm.
example, I pick the fastest tracked item and I pay the premium for it. It might not even get there within a month. So it's
Yeah.
like it's supposed to be there in 3 days, but it'll take a month to get there type thing. And I don't know. I'm a little bit disheartened, I guess, from Canada Post. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a pack. Well, not just Canada Post. I mean, all post in general. I mean,
Hmm.
I took a pack, a slingshot that I'd sent out to the UK. Got lost by the Royal Mail. I'm trying to have them look into it. Royal Mail basically told me to fuck off, and Canada Post is on strike, and they're indirectly telling me to fuck off. So it's kind of like, okay, what do I do then? I just let that thing just kind of float into the ether, and eventually it's going to pop out of nowhere, and some guy's going to be shooting it in his backyard, or the guy that I sent it to would be kind of nice, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But
I've just recently just had the very first package that seems to have not got to its destination, and I've been talking to the guy who bought it, and it was one of those ones that got tariffed and everything, and then after all of that, it's like it was out for delivery, and then it just paused.
well,
And that,
that's what happened to mine too. It got to the
yeah,
hub. The guy put it on his truck, out for delivery. Never heard another thing about it again, and it's
yeah.
been
So
months.
there's
Yeah.
some lucky UPS driver with a nice like resin micarta slingshot now somewhere.
Uh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna replace it. I'll probably make something a lot better for the guy that bought it. I'll give him one of the I'll show you one of these sort of aluminum core clip designs and everything. I think it was like a just a wrap and tuck version that he got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Pull it out if you want. If you want to show it off, go
Yeah,
for it, man.
there's a few I got here. One of my prototypes. This is kind of a beast. This one I call the Sentinel. It's a pretty similar like style to a lot of
Yeah.
these sort of like, you know, ergonomic left or right hand kind of grip things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one is a steel core. So it was a bastard to make this. I've
Yeah.
since switched to aluminum, and it's a bit lighter because this thing's just shy of 1 pound. So it's
Yeah. I
like
was about to say that
a
that
nice
must have
heavy.
some weight on it. Holy
Yeah,
crap!
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like shop made denim micarta, paper micarta liners that I made.
Nice.
Pretty much everything, even the maker's mark.
Oh,
You
very
could
cool. You make
see.
the maker. You make your maker's mark as well, or?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
I make everything except for the hardware, pretty much.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I got a couple more of these. I got some pretty wild ones that are this one's the same thing, but it's bloodwood,
Oh, very cool.
and that's
I like
marble wood.
that mix of actual with wood with metals. I think it looks freaking great.
Yeah, I've been a woodworker, for as my material of choice for a long time, and I try to choose woods too that are really like naturally waterproof, like really dense, like hard. I'm lucky enough to make the pilgrimage to the exotic woods place that's maybe about a 45-minute drive away from me in Burlington. I'm in Toronto, so
Oh, nice.
they have everything. It's like if you're a woodworker, it's just like the candy store. You got like Cocobolo, you got black
They
heart, you got Vera wood, like
they got it
some
all, huh?
exactly. Like some of these woods, like the like this one. This one's almost finished. I gotta buff it still.
Oh wow.
This one I call the Prowler. So it's got African Bakote on the back. You can see the layered paper micarta in there. Aluminum
I saw on
core.
Instagram you've got a badass looking one like that. It has some like yellow and black on it or something.
That was one that got lost. I made two of those.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
two of them,
yeah.
man. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. That was a beauty, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be going sort of more that direction. I think like going forward, especially with the tariffs in the U.S. Aluminum will trigger tariffs. Wood that is obviously from Africa or Brazil, it's not sourced in North America, it creates problems. So I'm
yeah.
gonna be switching to just some full G10 and micarta builds, and
But it's kind of fucked up though because if you have a slingshot, for example, I've got this aluminum here on my Avro.
yeah,
I bought the aluminum in Nova Scotia,
oh, okay,
but I have no idea where it's from.
exactly.
So
You need to know where it was smelted.
as far as I know, it's all Canadian. I bought it in Canada. That's what I've been doing, man. No joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not diving deep into that. I know that my G10 comes from China though. So
Yeah, yeah. Even I get my G10 from
yeah,
Maritime Knife Supply, and I know some of the G10 that they have is from China. So if you don't have that paper trail, I guess I'm just I think we've chatted about this on your lives
yeah,
before about being paranoid about the government. I'm like they're gonna come and get
yeah.
me.
It's just adding all those. Did the Canada Post tell you about you can get this card or something like that that'll make you like a kind of like a business, but the CRA is not going to come after you. I swear, is what they told me.
Oh well, I've had the like a Canada Post business account for since I signed up for it, and you get a pretty good discount. So I'll always just have free shipping on anything that I sell on Etsy. So there's no like after the fact like, oh, this is the price.
Yeah, that's
Plus plus plus.
that's what I was gonna do too. I mean, I was doing these raffles with the price in, and
Yeah,
if I'm letting them go for around 220, $230 Canadian, shipping included, you
yeah,
know, I'm getting my materials a decent amount of profit, and I can ship it off all in one price instead of having like 10 different prices. Because what I've
yeah.
noticed is shipping to like the most southern part of the United States from here or shipping to like the UK, there's like a 20 or 15 or $20 difference. So it's kind of like, fuck, whatever, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's not so much, if you're selling something for like I'm making some of these just like lanyard beads. Like I make a lanyard bead to go with each of the slingshots anyways, but I'll end up
Yeah.
pumping out a few more to use up some of these exotic woods and materials and stuff that I'll have in the shop. Uh but those it's like selling them for 20-25 bucks. You're not giving free shipping because someone
No,
in
no, no, no.
Australia bought one, someone in
Yeah.
South Korea bought one, and they love them, and they're fine to pay. I think they're used to paying high shipping out there, but
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, there's a certain threshold. If you're paying a couple $100 for something, you better have free ship.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Are
Yeah.
you planning on starting like a YouTube channel and all that stuff to kind of show off your slings, or what's your
Yeah,
plans?
yeah, I'd love
Yeah.
to. Like, I've sort of started with Instagram, and I've had just posting some reels and everything like that. I've sort of gotten a bit like caught up in the whole Canada Post strike and all the tariff wars and everything's going
Yeah.
crazy, and it's harder to get things out there. So yeah, like
Yeah.
when you invited me on the live here, I was just like, awesome. Why not make a YouTube debut with Mark at ATO?
Yeah. Why not? Eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Why not? Good doc. What's up, Josh? Scruffy nerd. Talani, what's up? Scruffy nerd. Yep. Got Scruffy. Part-time blinkers in the house.
Yeah,
Woo.
what's up, everybody?
Second place, Joe.
Yeah,
Richard.
I'm such a new kid on the scene here. Like I don't know everybody personally. Like I follow a bunch of these guys. I think Scruffy Nerd, I follow you on Instagram.
In
Squat
in the
Shot, we've
beginning,
chatted on here before.
yeah, in the beginning it was kind of tough. I had a whole bunch of people just pouring into my lives, and you start talking to people, and I'm mixing up their real names with their YouTube names. So I'd be like, "Fuck it," you know. I mean, a good buddy of mine, Leon, I call him Squatch all the time, But I mean, in
Yeah,
the beginning, there's so many people that are out there to pop in and out of your lives or your videos, and
yeah.
I started mixing up all their names like Jorge and and Jose. I mean, there was like I'm calling everybody different names in the beginning, but now it's starting to level out. I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
I don't screw it up so much.
You seem to manage the lives like really well. Like you'll actually be answering the questions and everything. I'm trying to read stuff as it comes up here, but I
I,
think
I,
everyone's
I,
just like, who's that
hey,
guy?
how you doing, Caitlin? It's kind of tough though in the beginning. Like sometimes I find when my number, like right now, we got 24 people in the chat. Sometimes when it starts getting a little bit quick, like you start hitting that 100 mark, the
Yeah,
chat's just flying by so quick. I just have to like, I see somebody that's in there and I kind of thumb it, stop it, read what they're got to say, and I try to answer their question, and then I go back to the chat. But if you don't if you try to answer everybody, it's impossible. The chat
yeah.
starts flying by. I mean, it's tough. It's
And
tough.
then they got to compete with me spamming your chat all the time, like trying to get a joke in there.
No, that's all right. That's all right. It's actually good. It's good for the algorithm. Keep on spamming, boys,
Yeah, there you go.
boys and
Yeah.
girls. Let's go. Yeah.
So what are you shooting today?
Well, I got that Avro that I was sanding yesterday,
Oh, nice.
so
Did you
I
get
just
the
gave it. I
black
mean,
and orange one done?
yeah, that black and orange one. I've got the sanding done. I didn't hit it with the buffing wheel or anything, but I
Yeah.
was just even this one too. I'm not even quite finished it. I just wanted to come again. It felt so good for some reason. This one, when I put it in my hand, I did something a little different on the front end. I didn't bevel that corner as much as I normally do. I'd usually hit it with like a 1/8 routing bit,
Okay.
and then I'd sand it down. This time I just left the edge sharp and I sanded it down very gently, just a little bit, just to knock the edge off. And
Okay.
it's so maybe I guess the closest way to put it, it's like maybe 1/16th, but
Yeah.
I like the way it positions on my hand because when I bend my finger over, that crease kind of lines right up on the edge of the fork,
Oh,
and it
nice.
and it feels really comfortable. But it locks the frame into my hand in the exact same spot every time. I know
Yeah.
it's I'm kind of nitpicking a little bit, but
Yeah.
it
Consistency
helps.
though is key.
Yeah, it helps get rid of all these thoughts. Like, okay, am I too much like this? Am I too much like this? Whatever it is, I know that if I stretch my arm out and I straighten that thing out with that little line right in that spot, and my thumb touching that little riv nut, I'm lined
Yeah.
up every single time. So I don't know it's me just being psycho, I guess, but it it, it actually it actually helps.
Yeah, yeah. I think the psychos have the best aim usually, right? Maybe that's true for the military.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have some of the I don't usually build flat frames. Like maybe this is one of the flatter ones that I got. Still has
Oh,
like a
nice.
little bit of shapely stuff in it. This is
Yep.
almost your color scheme, you know?
Yeah, I love it.
This one I call the cicada, but yeah, it has that kind of spot where your finger wraps in there
Yeah.
and just
Hey,
enough. I haven't
perfect.
gotten into the pinky hole thing yet. I don't know why. I'm always kind of like grip it around the waist like that, and that kind of like locks in for me. So I always kind of have some sort of a
Yeah,
dip in there to just keep your
the key
fingers
thing
like
for
up
that
on the
grip
forks.
the key thing for that grip is that little cutout you got in the belly of it and how it has
Yeah,
that wide ass end. Yeah. And when you turn it the other way, you got that wide ass end in the back end. Yeah, it's
yeah,
perfect. It keeps your hand up forward, pinky hole or not, your hand's not moving anywhere on that.
yeah, exactly. Like I got another one that I'm like everyone's got a paracord wrapped kind of one.
I
So
saw this one
sort of
online. It's so cool.
remains nameless still, but I've sort of updated it. I'll show I got some like cut out with my template. I've made it a bit of a thinner waist and a bit of a fatter ass on it, you know? So it might be able to throw a pinky hole in there as well, but I've sort of been messing around with some of these
Oh, the site's
little
cool.
fiber optic sites, and it's a little piece of polycarbonate, a little washer there.
Very cool.
But yeah, I
I don't
found that
know.
I was my aim point was always just a little bit floating. It's a 90, so it was like just hovering up a little bit if I was at a certain distance. I was like, I need a little something there, you know. So I bumped it up, and I was gonna try to include one of those with each of the new slingshots.
I like how the wrap is going around just the exterior. You should call that thing the edger.
We already have enough of those bikinis popping up on slingshot Google searches, you know.
Yeah.
So- yeah, I got this other one too. This is sort of a different way I wrapped the bottom of it. So you can see that one I left open. It all kind of goes around the side, and then this one it almost gives a little bump up, and then on the back I left it so your finger kind of latches in there. So it's almost like a
Oh,
half pinky
sweet.
hold, you know?
Yeah.
But these are my prototypes. I brought these to the cottage and I was just beating things up out there. A little army men who would set out on the rocks down the
Oh,
shoreline. It was just like, "Phew."
I saw I saw the when you had the blank on that thing. How long does it take you to drill out all those holes, or do you get them laser cut or something?
No, everything I process in the shop myself. Like I could like I just have a little bandsaw over here. I'll take you on a little walk, but it's actually a Rikon. But you can see it's just a fucking bandsaw.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll cut things out on that. I just recently inherited this big drill press from this awesome guy who retired. He had a garage full of them. I actually got this huge lathe from him too.
Oh wow.
An old General 260. So it's like it's a beast. I'm gonna refurb the whole thing and paint it all black and all that. But yeah, so I cut out all the frames just from an aluminum plate. I'll cut the aluminum out on a bandsaw, like wax the blade and stuff.
Oh
Snap
wow.
snap blades all the time. They're pretty much
Yeah.
sacrificial. I'll just be like, okay, I'll buy a pack of a bunch of 14 tooth per inch blades. It'll rip through a whole bunch of them and I can cut all the curves and all that. And then yeah, I'll drill it out. I'll have a template that I'll kind of use to mark with one of these guys, get the
Oh yeah.
center punch, get it all started, and then get a nice bit with a nice point on it, like not a Brad point, but a
Yeah.
nice a
I've seen.
nice
I've
drill
seen
bit
it.
for that.
I've seen some other ones that I recently just picked up that have like let's say if it's like a 5 millimeter drill bit, but it's got like a little step in the beginning of it. It almost works like a half end mill. It's kind of weird, but it's
Oh
got like a
yeah,
yeah. They work pretty good. And when I was doing my riv nuts, I found one of those to countersink my holes. It's a 9 millimeter diameter on the top, but it's 5 millimeter at the bottom. So I
you
dropped
got
that right into my riv nut hole and just one shot. It's like a second, and
you got to
it'll
send me a link to that because I
yeah yeah
want I
yeah.
I want that. Like some of these guys, like you could see, I got some pretty deeply countersunk holes there. Like so the rib nuts are actually right in there and they actually grab really nice. You don't need to hold it on the other side. It'll
Oh nice.
grab, but to be able to just go in one shot countersink and have this hole for the actual back of the rib nut, that
Yeah.
would that would save me so much heartache and
Oh man, I'm
stress.
telling you.
Once you got this to this point and then I've drilled it out, I've got everything set up, and then I'm like, okay, gonna drill these countersunk holes. I hope, I hope I get it on point. So,
I've had a couple of frames go flying across my garage because of that too.
oh yeah, yeah. You
That's
can see on my drill press there, I got those quick clamps. Clamp everything down. I had some other Ryobi. I'd never buy a Ryobi tool again. They always mess up something I'm working on. The
yep.
drill press would like wander. But this
Yep.
this Rockwell is just a beast. I think it's about as old as me. It's like made in the 80s.
Oh man, you keep those things in decent shape and they'll last for absolute ever. A little bit of maintenance goes a long way on those machines. You know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm like my dad, like I have a pair of shoes that are older than you. Like
Yeah.
I've been raised to sort of take care of your shit and it'll treat you well. There's nothing worse than having to stop working on something to fix the tool. It's
So what's been your best seller so far?
really like people tend to buy the Prowler, like this one. I guess a lot more people are getting into. Maybe they watch your channel and like a lot of other people, they're getting a lot more into that thumb brace grip and looking for something like that. Whereas
Yeah.
the pinch grip ones are like a full grip. I'm sort of a back and forth. Like this is an 85, I think, Sentinel. I think I was
Wow.
talking on your chat about that curly wood.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
You
Look
can
at that.
see all that wild curl in there. And on the handle, I actually have a whole table made out of this wood from
Oh
years
wow.
ago. But this has a nice grip to it. It has that sort of dip in
Man,
there
look at that. What a
that your
chunky
finger.
monster that thing is there.
Oh yeah, they're
Wow.
a beast. But it's just like that full grip. Your hand just settles right in there. If I'm gonna shoot something that's a pinch grip, I have my steel one, and it's just like it's a warthog.
Oh yeah.
If my bands break, I'm in a tight situation. I'll just use it as a club or something.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I have a few more pretty wild ones like that. Like I could have a lot of fun with all the layers. Like this one's all Cocobolo,
Wow. That's just
marble wood.
wild.
I always like this wood. It smells like popcorn when you're sanding and
He's
cutting it
standing
too.
it.
And the Bacote wood smells like pickles. It's-
Really?
yeah,
That's so weird.
some of these like
Hey,
Brazilian and African woods, they have a really interesting smell to them.
how many layers do you have on that thing there?
Oh, geez. So if I count the paper micarta, are probably like 10 or more layers in that because it goes kind of green, off white green.
Yeah.
So I made all of those. So I'll count those as a single layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're taking it to 11.
That's that's wild, man.
Yeah, but I'll have a template that I'll get the metal core cut out to, and I'll drill the holes for the pins, and then I use those to align everything, and I'll do the whole glue up all at once.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh, so you got everything glued together like a big block, and then you shape it out after.
yeah, yeah.
Oh fuck.
I'll basically cut out all the layers aside from the
The metal.
aluminum core,
Yeah.
just like a 16th
Yeah. That
wider,
that's what
you
I do.
know?
That's what I do as well. I
Yeah,
used to. I use my template to kind of draw out all my sizes. I cut them all out, and I
yeah,
just kind of hug the line on the outside. So I've got like a maybe a 16th extra, and when
yeah,
I press it all together, I try to get rid of any kind of glue that may be touching it. So I'll
yeah.
run like a rag around it to wipe it off after I've clamped it, and
Mhm.
then I just slap it on the router, and it just chews off all that extra stuff. But I mean, I got a very simple flat frame, right? I mean,
Yeah,
the one I am thinking about doing like an ergo style.
mhm.
I got Andrew to make my templates for me, and I am thinking about actually planning out and trying to make one of the ergo style ones
Nice.
for the Avro too. We'll see how it goes, but
Yeah, because you
I'll
had,
have to.
was it Prime Fork that made your Avro with
Yeah,
a grip
yeah.
on it?
He's Andrew's been a very good friend of mine for a long time. We've been
Nice.
working together pretty closely for about four years now, and
Awesome.
whenever he has a frame that he wants me to check out for him or take care of it, I'll review it and test it out, let him know what I think about it, and vice versa. If when I had this guy going, I was having trouble with my templates. I just couldn't get it even as much. My eye would see something, like a half millimeter would just fucking destroy my brain. I
Oh,
couldn't I
I
couldn't
know,
let
I
it
hate
go.
that.
I couldn't let it go. So I finally said, you know what? I'm gonna send this to Andrew, see if he can develop me a nice template. And
Yeah.
it took him like 13 minutes. It was stupid. He went boom, boom, boom. Hey Mark, look at this. I'm like, oh my god. Make it happen, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Make it
actually
happen.
started using the thermal printers, for making printing out shipping labels. So prints out on a sticker. I'll print out my drawing if I'm designing something new, and then it'll end up turning into like you can see stacks of my all these
Oh
like
wow.
different templates that I got. But I'll get something like I'll end up in the end with something like this, just
Oh,
out of
very cool.
acrylic, you know?
Yeah.
So then I got these holes and I can use the pinholes to line it up with the aluminum. And I'll cut the aluminum on the bandsaw to about a 16th, as little as I can on the edge, and I'll finish it off on a template with a template router bit on the router table with
Yeah,
aluminum, just
perfect.
like aluminum dust flying everywhere. It's like,
Really?
yeah,
It'll work with aluminum too on the router table?
yeah, yeah. I
Hmm.
should do as I say, not as I do,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
That
got you.
kind of thing. But you gotta
Fuck.
so always be careful. I still got 10 fingers and 11 toes. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I guess you just really got to introduce it to your steel slowly
yeah.
and move very, very, very slowly.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
just take little bites. Like I'm not just running a whole template like through the router so it could get grabbed or anything like that, and just
yeah.
use some little push blocks or something like that. Usually I have those pins in there to hold the template to the piece of aluminum, and
Oh
those
yeah.
are kind of like handles to hold on to, so your fingers are clear. If it wanted to grab, it would chuck it across the room, but it's not dragging my finger in there. And I
Yeah,
play
it'll be
guitar.
such a
I gotta
nightmare.
keep I gotta keep these.
Yeah,
So
you got to keep those fingers going, eh?
yeah,
What's up,
yeah.
Chad? Joseph?
Yeah, the chat's paused on my phone here.
That
Maybe I could
happens.
see it
That
on my
happens
laptop.
sometimes. I switched it to live chat. I always forget to switch pops up, but I just switched it. So
Oh, I see it now.
sometimes I don't know why it does that. It has two options. One of them is yeah, the top chat, and you got the live chat. When I do the top chat, sometimes they leave out some comments for whatever reason. I don't know why it does that, but
Yeah.
I,
Maybe
I
it's
want
just
to
to
see.
keep people from spamming.
Well, yeah, but I don't mind if I really don't mind all that much if people spam, as long as it's like not stupid shit, like
Yeah. Yeah, some people just come on and start I see them, they'll just start almost talking nonsense sometimes, and you're just like, "All right."
yeah, yeah.
Bleep them
When
off,
when I
like,
when
you
I
can tell if they're a
well,
bot or something.
yeah, yeah, and it's crazy because some of these guys, like I've had some crazy trolls, man. There was
Yeah.
there was one guy that caught on my channel one time. Holy fuck, we kicked him out like 8 times, and he kept coming right back. Like,
Really? You can't
yeah,
ban
like
them, or if he
I
if
blocked
he's
him. I reported him, and still he came right back. I'm right back, you big fucking pedo, and all kinds of shit. And he was just like one after another, just relentless. And finally, I just celebrated him. I'm like, "Bravo, dude! You're the best troll I've ever seen." He's like, "Oh, thanks, man."
Yeah,
And then
sounds
he chilled. And then he
persistent.
chilled out. And then he chilled out. But I couldn't believe it. We were trying to toss him out, like anything we could do just to get rid of the guy. And he was just like one after another, bang, 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 bang. They're just popping up in the chat. I'm like, "Fuck, this guy means business." Yeah, but finally we got rid of him, and he came back the next time, and he was actually kind of cool. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
see
of
people
weird. So,
saying sound in and out.
oh, is that what
Yeah,
they're saying?
I got the AirPods for my mic, I don't know. Can you
Oh,
hear me
I don't know.
alright?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Usually when you have a mic or whatever it is, the co-lives don't work at all.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed these. I actually went and borrowed them from my brother-in-law. I was like, "Ah, I don't have
Uh,
a mic," and I figured it would be all echoey and stuff if I just had the phone on and
yeah, I just use the phone when I plug in my mic. I won't. I'll be able to talk and hear myself, but I won't be able to hear you
Oh,
for
okay.
whatever reason. I don't know why it does that. And I have 3 different mics that do the same thing. So
Yeah, you have like a wireless lav?
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And when I
I gotta get
when I
one of
plug in,
those.
yeah, there's a good one from shit. What's it called? I don't have it on me here.
Rode or something?
No, it's not Rode. Rode's good too, though.
Yeah.
But the other one I found, it's like it's quite a bit cheaper. It's wireless. I can get many hours of time going on
Yeah.
of talking. And the actually, hold on a second. I have it right here. I'll grab it.
How's it
Never
going,
mind. I
guys
left.
in the
I
chat?
left. I left it upstairs. But it's really good. And I'll send you the link when we're done here. After I'll send it to you.
Cool.
The one that I got. It's really good. So for doing videos and stuff, it's bang on. The sound is incredible. It's got good
Yeah.
distance. So like if I put my catch box down at the end and I decide to go all the way out into the front of my yard and shoot a 30-meter shot, you'll still hear me clear, like I'm right beside the mic. Well,
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
because the mic's on me, but it'll go 90 feet. Like it works.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe in a direct line is fine. Maybe if I was standing behind the house, it might not reach it. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's got that sort of sight
yeah,
line or whatever, so you could see it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was thinking to put in a mic, like, in the catch box so you can really hear
yeah.
it when you
Well,
hit.
that's the cool thing about the mic that I use. It's got this little key piece that you stick under the bottom of your phone, and then you have one mic that you attach to whatever it is you want to attach to, and then they give you a second mic that you can plug in anywhere else. So if you have a
Oh,
guest, you
nice.
could be on the same mic, or you can you can you could stick one in the catch box or whatever. And I do that sometimes in my videos just to hear that extra crack when you're hitting some of those nice flippers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I was gonna tell you, I should send you some of my flippers. I've been working on some of these guys, some of these leather ones. I got like a
Oh wow,
60, a 40, and then a little 20. And
wow,
I think
that's
the
sweet.
little 20, like every slingshot I sell, I'm just gonna throw the little 20 in there as a challenge and be like, send me a video of you hitting that so I know you're using it properly.
Yeah,
But the ones that
yeah.
I'm still testing out, I made the like the blue ones here. See these ones? I'm putting a steel bullseye.
Oh
So the
man, oh
thought,
man.
I just got to get a nicer, like a thicker piece of steel to put in there because the one I have out in my catch box now is testing, and I had some like 9.5 millimeter steel, and I was just shooting this thing, but it's like, what are they? GZK green 0.66.
Oh,
So
heavy
it's not,
stuff, eh? Yeah,
yeah, but it's a 20 to 12 taper. Not like
yeah. Nine point
crazy or
five is
anything,
plenty.
but it was just denting it too much, and I was like, "Okay, I either have to make a way to make that steel bit replaceable so I can, like, pop it out the back or something and put a new one in, or, the honest thing is I'm gonna just put a thicker piece of steel in there."
Hey
But
Al,
the
check the description, buddy. I put a link to his Etsy shop on there, bud.
But
Check.
yeah, these are gonna be coming out of my Etsy soon, like, just the leather ones first. And I want to make sure they're good before I'm selling them, that it doesn't dent
Yeah.
up or warp too
The
much.
the
But
the
the
the only
thought
thing.
is that you'll know if you wing it on the side or if you
Oh
crack
yeah.
it in the center, and I've already tested it. It's pretty satisfying. I love
I, I I I
it.
love I love that idea. The only thing people are gonna have to watch out for is ricochets off the steel.
Yeah, I know. Big
Yeah,
disclaimer comes with, like,
yeah.
anything like that.
Big
Like,
disclaimer.
you're live with Cam Vidal, like,
Yeah,
sort of like big disclaimer, like, I'm not responsible. Where if
yeah,
you're shooting at
yeah.
any of these, I have a big good disclaimer on my Etsy store when anybody's looking at the description. It's like, don't shoot, like, any firearm rules apply. Like, don't shoot
Yeah.
it when your dog's running in front of you or your neighbor's car is there or anything like that. Just so I
Yeah.
can say I said it. There you go. Do what you want.
But those targets are really freaking nice. Like that
Thanks,
one
man.
with the red dot in the center. I freaking love those. Those
Yeah,
are
yeah, and it's actually like red leather too. I got some of these ones I'm doing too, where it's like all a red stitch. It's kind of like a
yeah, it's
gray
really nice.
leather, and it's all glued, like, like twice around saddle stitch. So, like,
Yeah, that'll hold.
it's holding up really good. I've been beating the shit out of them in my in my catch box out there to just make sure that I'm not letting out anything that's gonna, the string is gonna tear or the leather's gonna
Yeah,
rip or anything like that. But I got a
'cause-
good leather place pretty close to me here, and the guy just lets me kind of come in and browse all their, like, big scraps. Like, people will buy big chunks to make bags and jackets, and he's like, "Oh, we got this, like, 3 by 3 foot piece." Like,
yeah, that'll
and
do it.
I'll start haggling with him and be like,
Come on, man.
yeah, it's like flea market stuff.
Yeah. No, nobody's gonna buy this shit, but I'll take
Yeah.
it from you. Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
like walking into the exotic woods place or the leather place. I always come in and I'm just like, I'm just here for the smell, man.
yeah.
just, wa- just want the aroma.
Beck Catania. If you want to check him out, I've left the link in the description below. It's directly to his Etsy store, and those flippers, like he said, are going to be going up onto a site very soon.
Yeah, this week, all these guys, all these frames hanging on the wall, and flippers, and a bunch more lanyard beads and stuff too. Making some of these with some of the aluminum, see, it's got, like,
Oh wow,
aluminum middle, Bacote resin, and I've thrown
love
some
it.
metal into some of these, and I cast resin and all that kind of stuff too.
Really nice.
But I'm getting into the PFS this summer at the cottage. I
It's
actually
fun,
looked
eh?
at one of your your videos about it, and I do the sort of 3/4 draw, so I'm just, like, back there.
Yep.
But it's nice. Like, I made some of these little ones as, like, testers, just little wrap and tuck walnut ones.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So these will be, like, entry or whatever, and then I have this one that's, like,
Ooh, buddy.
aluminum core. Look at that ass. It's just like a bulbous thing, but the
Yep.
grip on it just ends up, you just kind of grab that, and then you have that. But see, I got the full separated clips and everything.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Got some of that denim micarta there. I actually got I made a new press for to make the micarta. I got some of this stuff.
Oh,
It's
nice.
not burlap. It was just like a nice fabric at the store, but I got a nice flat sheet out of it.
It
So I
looks
got a
perfect. Yeah.
yeah, and the key is sort of like putting a block on either side. So when you clamp it all in the press, it kind of has stoppers and keeps the
Yeah.
whole thing totally flat so you don't have like wonky lines through it or anything.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it's turned out really well. I'm getting into some of this making my own materials, especially with all the tariffs and everything. I know some of the like G10, you need industrial presses that are like heated presses and everything with crazy force. So
Yeah.
to an extent, you can make some of this stuff yourself if you're particular and ready to
Well, back
tinker with
back in the
things. But
back in the day, I was making some knife handles. I was making knives, and I ended up just like fuck. I'm just gonna make some of this shit and see how it goes, you know. And
yeah,
I tried using the first one I did was some black, just some black linen, no, canvas, but it was like
yeah,
a thin gauge canvas, so it wasn't like jeans where you could really see the lines. It was more like a thin, like a tarp, I guess.
yeah,
But I used this. I stacked it on top of each other. I made a little press for it, and I lined it with wax paper, and
yeah,
I used automotive resin as my resin that I was going to use for it. Threw the hardener in there and I pressed it in the press. It came out like a fucking stone. It
yeah,
was so hard. I couldn't believe it, but it worked good. And then so the second time I tried it with burlap ribbon, and I took some of that and I chopped it all up, dropped it inside there, and it was like perfectly 2 inches wide. Pressed it down to around 10 millimeters on
yeah,
both sides. It came out great. I was like, wow, you know.
yeah,
And
yeah.
there's better options obviously out there than automotive resin, but if you're looking for something that you can get anywhere and not have to search anyway, it stuff works, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a place that I get my my resin from. Like some of the stuff that I'll cast just for, like if I'm making like these kind of handles and I just need something, it's not by the forks, doesn't need to actually be super durable, but
Yeah.
it'll just be like an Alumilite resin. Like it cures really nice. Like I got the pressure pot and everything to get like a nice
Oh,
totally
sweet.
bubble free thing. Yeah, like curing a resin cast under like 60 psi and making sure as well, like if that there's no moisture in it. That's the main thing that'll mess up a lot of resin casting. It's like any moisture at all. So it's like
Forget it, eh?
throw it in a little toaster oven that you don't use for your food.
Yeah.
Dry it out, you know?
Yeah. I've tempered a few knife blades in a toaster oven before, which actually works pretty well, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get a whole setup. Like I have the positive pressure. I got to get a vacuum chamber next. Start stabilizing some woods. I have
Yeah.
some like cholla cactus and some really nice burl pieces that I've just saved. I think I've told you before. Like I hoard pieces of wood like a dragon with gold. I just keep them. I got all this wood that I've saved over the years. It's like I think they say every inch of thickness is like 1 year of drying time. So
Woo.
I'll usually try to process things down a little bit too, and sort of keep the humidity in check in the workshop here. I got like a dehumidifier and things like that that
Oh, nice.
keep a balance where I need everything because I turn all these bowls and stuff. So that especially you turn in wet wood and there's like water splashing all over the face
Everywhere.
mask
Yeah.
and everything like that, and then and then you got to let it dry for a few months and it'll warp and everything. But if it's too dry, it'll just warp too, drying too fast, it'll crack.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of science and chemistry and everything that you don't realize goes into using wood for these things. But
Yeah, and I know too that if it has any kind of moisture in the wood, when you glue everything together, it may shrink and actually delaminate sometimes. So you have to be careful with that. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. What type of epoxy do you use when you're
I
when you're
use C Tough.
laminating? C tough?
Yeah, it's called C Tough, and I first started looking into it just to see, and there's a couple of knife makers that use that. I know there's another brand that everyone's hung up on, but I did.
Deflex.
Yes, I was
Yeah,
checking out.
that's
I
what
was
I
checking
use.
out. Yeah, I was checking out Deflex and I was checking out the C Tough, and they both passed a test. It was very similar from a knife maker. He basically glued two pieces of G10 together, waited until it set, locked it in a vise, and then hit it with a hammer to see if the laminate would break.
Yeah.
Uh, it didn't. The G10 broke. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
that's
okay,
like wood glue, like a proper wood glue, like if I'm gluing wood, like this stuff, like Type Bond and that stuff dries, it's stronger than the wood. Like the wood will break before a joint
yeah.
will break, you know, like as long as you do everything properly. But
And anyway, I checked that out, and then he tested again, G Flex and C Tough together, and then he heated it up and then hit it, and the
oh,
G Flex failed that. So I was kind
yeah,
of like, you know what? I think if I'm ever going to get into aluminum frames that have to touch other types of material, sometimes when you're drilling those holes in the aluminum going through the tube, the aluminum will heat up and
yeah,
it'll cause a delamination. And it was Jordan Smothers that was actually telling me that. He's like, all you have to do is just quickly throw it into a clamp and it'll seal right back up again. I'm like, okay, but if that's something I'm a little bit worried about. So I ended up going with the C Tough. I tested it myself. I did the exact same test, two pieces of G10 glued together, kind of like this. Put it in my thing, gave it a
yeah,
good whack a couple of times, and it just peeled the G10 instead of breaking the glue. So I'm
yeah,
happy with it. Yeah,
yeah. So you're all
and the
set.
price is all right. The price is all right. I'm able to
Mhm.
do out of all the frames I've made so far. I just started my second kit,
Nice.
so so
Yeah,
I don't
you can
know.
be pretty
It's
sparing with it. Like you don't need so much, you know.
no. Yeah, I
The
think
other pro tip I got for you with gluing different materials to aluminum, you scuff it up, right? To get
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
more of a mechanical bond, like the pins obviously help as well. But once you put the epoxy on the aluminum, then scuff it up a little bit more because as soon as air touches aluminum, there's a little layer of oxidization that's sort of in between almost.
Yeah.
So if you put the epoxy on the aluminum that you're gonna about to glue up, give it a little scuff, then it never touches the air and there's no and it gives a better, more
Oh,
permanent bond.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
The
Yes.
robots on ChatGPT showed me that.
Oh yeah. You said thank you. I hope.
I said thank you. Always
You
say
said
thank
thank
you,
you.
you know, when
Yeah. Always
Skynet
say
goes
thank you.
live.
Yeah. Because you definitely don't want them mad at you. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Always say
But
please and thank you to your robots.
yeah, I've been giving everything that I make all in between all the layers. I'm always giving them. I take like a 40 grit sandpaper. I put it on my finger. I just give it a quick scratch over everywhere. And the
Yeah.
aluminum, surprisingly, it's super soft, man. It's like softer than the G10. Like I got to work harder on the G10 than I do on the aluminum to scuff it up. It's
Yeah, for sure. Like
kind of wacky.
I'll always use 6061 aluminum. Like there's other
Yeah,
grades
yeah.
like 50
That's
fifty
what I
two
got
is
too.
like softer and stuff.
There's
So
there's 70, 75, but
yeah.
they're all good for certain things. Like there's one of them that actually drills worse than the other one. I can't remember which one's which, but it'll create more heat. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But the 6061, it's a good grade. It's supposed to be a little bit more durable, I think, than the 50 whatever. It's a little bit
Yeah.
more durable, a little more less soft, I guess. I don't know, but
Yeah, yeah, and the
it's
6061 machine's better, like, you know, if you're
yeah,
cutting, drilling, and, like, all that kinda thing. I think
yeah.
less, expansion and contraction if I'm
I
not
got all my
mistaken.
templates. I got 20 templates cut out, aluminum cores cut out at a laser shop over here in Montreal,
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah, they charged me $11 a piece, materials included.
Oh, materials included? That's not too bad.
That's fucking great. I'm like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
in. Just for the amount of time it saves me, it's like, forget it. I'm in.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
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 I was looking at a guy who has like a CNC or plasma cutter, and he's just kind of like, "You got a bandsaw?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, you're better off doing it that way." And I was like, "Ah, yeah, okay."
yeah,
But I'd love to find a laser. You know, if I got my hands on a frickin' laser beams, you know,
yeah, yeah,
sharks
yeah.
with frickin'
Charge some
laser
freaking
beams
laser
attached to their
beams.
frickin'.
Yeah, but that I was thinking about it too. I'm like, you can get one of those little laser cutters that'll
Yeah,
do all kinds of things, and they're not really that expensive. You can get them for three to $4,000, and you can have one you can set up in your garage. I mean,
yeah.
that's fuck. You know, like it wouldn't take many slingshots to buy one of those. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So
But what
so
do you think
yeah,
about that
gotta
time?
get people to buy more of my slingshots and fund
Yeah,
my
yeah,
laser beams.
yeah. But imagine that kind of time that saves you, though. You know, you throw your
Oh
piece
man,
in,
yeah.
And you've got like a program that'll position all of your slingshots on that piece that you stick in there, and then you let it go for an hour, for example, and then you come back and you got 20 cores cut out
Yeah.
within 30 seconds of an inch, close to your size. So you just quickly sand, and it's nice. All your holes
Yeah.
are done, everything is done. So you completely skip a step.
Yeah, exactly. That would be amazing. And I know with the targets that I make, you can use them to cut the leather and everything too. Like I have a little like clicker dies for the targets with
Yep.
just like a hand press kind of thing. So pretty manual. I got a lot of tools though, so it's good to have the tools for the job. Like
For that part of it, you're set up pretty good, eh?
the bandsaw is just such a handy tool to have for any of this kind of stuff. Before I had that, I'd always be, like you got a coping saw or a hacksaw, like
Yeah.
trying to drill around the edge of something to then cut it out by hand, so you got
Yeah.
most of the work done, all
But
that. And
that
I'm just
that's what
like, what the hell am I doing? I'm just gonna buy
that
a
that that's
bandsaw.
what Prime Fork does.
Oh,
That's what
really?
Prime Fork does. Yeah, he drills out his templates, all of his templates, his cores. He'll all the steel ones. He'll drill it out with a drill press, get it very as close as possible, and just blast it on a sander after, and gets them all shaped out.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was asking him like, why do you do that? He's like, oh, because the saw blades are expensive and the drill bits cost nothing here. So
Oh
you know,
yeah, I
I
guess.
guess you
Yeah.
should just choose them all out with a drill bit. When the drill bits are no good for G10, like when you drill G10, sometimes you'll get that white ring
Yeah, yeah.
around the edge. That's because of a dull bit. So he takes
Oh,
those
okay.
those ones and he reuses them to drill all of his cores out because you can get much more drilling out of them. Throw a
Yeah.
little bit of oil on it or a little bit of WD-40 or spray or anything to keep it kind of cool and
Yeah.
just drill your holes. You
Yeah, I
know?
find a little bit of wax on the drill bit will work for me pretty well. Like especially drilling through like aluminum if I'm doing like one of these guys where it's holes on
Yeah.
holes like all the way around it. It's I'll just end up just holding a little brick of wax. Like I'll just leave the drill press going. You just sort of like let it chew away at it, and it
You
keeps
just use like
things from
beeswax?
yeah, so some paraffin wax or beeswax or
Oh.
something. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
always
So
got some wax around for when I get big logs of wood that I'm going to keep for a while. Seal the end grain with some wax or
yeah, yeah.
paint sometimes, to keep it from cracking like
Yeah,
crazy.
from checking, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, later, Hicks. Take it easy, buddy.
Saying how's the postal system doing in Canada?
Yeah.
It's
Same as the
very
government.
slow.
Yeah. Same as the government. They're doing nothing. that's,
Oh man, yeah, yeah. You see
that's
the whole
pretty
thing
much it.
with Trump with Doug Ford's ad. Like we're like, oh, leave it alone, Dougie. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Come on, bro. Just throw us a freaking bone over here. Just shut up for 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not supposed
Fucking
to talk
guy.
about politics though,
Yeah, yeah. Well, it doesn't
right?
matter. It doesn't matter too much. I mean, we can both relate.
Oh yeah, no, no.
I'm
I
I'm
hear
sure.
you. I hear the stuff that you'll talk about on a lot of the live streams and stuff like that, and I'm just like, there are others who think the same.
Yeah, yeah. Before I get canceled, I should be careful.
Yeah, it's a
The-
little
the-
lonely up in Canada. It's sort of the land of the lefties up here.
Oh, I know it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And what's funny is I have a bunch of family that lives out west in BC, and they're
yeah,
and they're like they're really fucking left. Like,
yeah,
and I try to explain to them, like, to me, I'm like a far right psycho or something. That's how they view me, and it's really not the case at all. I'm like a
yeah,
classic liberal from like the Chrétien days, where I'm like, they're
yeah,
kind of more moderate, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
see good from both sides. I'm kind of stuck in the middle, but they've gone so fucking far to the left. It's just like, man, I don't know what to say anymore. Like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. I said the only difference, like, between you and I, not you and I, but I mean me and them,
yeah,
is is I just look at, if I'm at home and I see my kid doing something I don't like, I'll tell my kid, "Hey, I don't like it when you do that." Just like with my MPs in my area, if
yeah.
they're doing something or voting on something that I don't like, I send them an email saying, "Hey, fuckface, law C2, you can shove it up your ass, and you better vote that way, buddy." And
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
that's
do
that
that.
sort of internet, internet law where they can.
Yeah, just take
arrest
away
you
your
if you say
phone and
something
your
on.
email and your internet from you, and you're not allowed to say anything about it. Yeah, that's in
Yeah.
that law. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with all the
But
politics, it's like the left has gone so left, and I'm like, where am I? Like, am I just in the center, like, or whatever? And I'm just going like sideways the other way, and I'm just like watching the whole circus go on now. Just like
oh
I'm
man,
just gonna make
it's
slingshots, have fun.
yeah, yeah.
the
And
more
I
the more you get down that rabbit hole, it just sort of makes people angry. It's all made to just pit people against each other. It's like
100%.
it's really just people against the rich.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It
They get
doesn't
us
matter
all
what
fighting.
side you're on. Yeah,
Fight amongst yourselves, poors.
yeah.
Like
Horse. That's funny. I just want everyone to own a gun, travel freely, and be left alone. Me too. I'm down with that. It's totally
Yeah,
illegal to live off grid. Shit's crazy. Yeah, that's kind of fucking wacky too. But you don't want to have people just dying out there either and just stumbling across bodies all over the north because they think they can handle the wilderness. That ain't good
yeah,
either. You know?
yeah. I think pretty soon we're gonna have some like prefab off-grid homes that'll just like set up the big house 3D printer and print you a nice
Huh.
cabin that's self-sufficient. I got a little into that off-grid, like we're going to the wilderness, and my wife's like, "No, we're not."
Yeah.
Like, all right, maybe soon we'll go to the wilderness.
Yeah. Yeah. We may have no choice to go to
Yeah.
the wilderness at some point, but
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Stockpile some bands and some steel ball bearings. When everybody's freaking out, I'll just be like, "Hey, a squirrel kebab."
Later, Huggy. Take it easy, buddy. Uh, Not your sweetheart. Okay, you take it easy too. Later, baiters. Have you been watching me? What's going on? Huh? What's going on?
Oh yeah, always face your phone away from
I'm
whatever you're doing.
gonna have to put my thumb on here. I need a few minutes, guys. Yeah. All this sling porn he's been showing us is getting me fired up. Yeah.
Oh man.
Strapping the old spoon spinner with my torque this morning. Oh, that's nice. I
Yeah, I
tried
want to
messing
try
around with that a little bit.
some spoons, eh? Like I've never put one up. Always thought that, like, I guess the convex kind of shape of it would
Yeah,
keep it from
the concave's your
ricocheting.
enemy though. That's the problem with all those metal flippers, is when you hit them a lot. Oh shit! Do I have my keys on me? I would have shown you. When you get hit a lot, you hit them a lot. They tend to cup out a little bit. When they
Oh yeah,
start
I've
cup,
seen that one you got on your keychain.
y-
Yeah,
yep. When they start cupping out like that, when you hit them, they start spitting them right back at you. So
yeah.
yeah, the spoon side's good because you can hit those and they'll deflect for the most part. But
Hmm.
if you do the cup side, it gets a little risky.
Yeah,
But I thought about it, man. Like I can go to the dollar store and get a bunch of teaspoons, cut the ends off, and just fold the handle over, and I've got a perfect spinner.
yeah.
But I was just worried about the ricochets. That's the only problem.
That's what I was thinking of doing with these guys with the steel center. Is before I put that in there, cupping it out so it's like the backside of a spoon, so it's like sort of pre con
Pre bent out. Yeah.
convex. Yeah.
Yeah, just put that thing into like a little drill hole and give it a shot with a ball peen hammer in the center and the back end, and it'll cup right out really
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
A little jig or something like that. Like I got a 1.5 ton press, that I could probably just hit it in there with, but yeah, these will be coming out pretty soon. It is pretty satisfying. I was shooting them a few days ago, and you hit one on the side or something like that, and you hit, and I was like, oh, did I hit the bullseye? Am I just Does it not make a different sound or something? And then I hit a couple of right in the center bullseyes. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
then
okay,
you.
you can
Yeah.
really hear it, bing, and I was like,
But
we got ourselves
even
a product, guys.
even those ones that you made with the red dot in the center, when you hit
Yeah,
those in a direct shot right in the center, they do sound louder too. I mean, I haven't tried
yeah,
yours, but I've tried other ones that have that. They're made out of that faux leather stuff with the little red dot in the middle. I've
yeah,
tried those a couple of times, and you drill those right in the center, and they make a bigger crack, definitely a better sounding crack. So, with those
yeah,
that metal is gonna be like freaking awesome. That pink
yeah.
noise. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the testing ones I got, I think it was just like 1 or 2 mil thick steel, but it was denting too much. So I'm gonna go thicker. I'm gonna get like a 4 mil, 5 mil, or something like that. I was sort of like looking up like speeds versus thickness, like how much would you need to have it not bend in too much or dent up too much or anything like that. I think I got to come up with some kind of a way to make that little steel bit replaceable though, like a little Velcro or button on the back of it or something. So if it gets too beat up, you could put a fresh one in there or put something else in there.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool if they're gonna be if you're able to swap them out.
Yeah,
Or even completely remove them if you find you're getting any kind of bounce backs and you find it's a little bit dangerous in the back. But
yeah,
you you
yeah,
you, you probably end up shaking it loose though. I'd imagine with some shots if that was the case. So
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, there's have to be some sort of like a button or rivet like on the back of it that I'd be able to open a little pocket. Sort of like those like a air tag like keychain things,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
leather
yeah.
things where you can slide it in. It has like sort of a snap at the top. So
I
yeah,
wonder, yeah,
that'll
like
be coming
right
down.
at the top where your loop goes over. If you had that, and you could just push it, you like snap it open and then just push the thing down in there and snap it closed with a little snap on the back end.
Yeah,
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 that might work.
something like
Yeah.
that. But I'll like hey yeah, once I get some thicker steel for these ones, I'll send you a pack of some of the straight up leather ones and the steel ones. I'd love to see what you think. I know you could put a
Oh,
beating on
yeah.
bullseyes more than
Yeah.
anybody I know. So,
I'll put an ass whooping on those for you. I'll
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
test them out.
take them to failure for me.
Yeah.
Let's see how much life they got in them.
The little red one that I put up on my catch box there, I was talking about wanting to shoot it until I cut it before winter, before the snow
Yeah.
came. I got the first half off of it yesterday.
Nice.
The first half is gone.
Yeah, I want to do some can cutting and everything. I'll usually get like a Red Bull can or something. They seem a little tougher. I don't know. They're thicker or something.
Yeah,
Because
one of
I
my
regular.
favorites. One of my favorites is tomato paste cans.
Oh yeah,
They're a good size. They're nice and small. They're a good size, and man, do they take an ass whooping. So you could shoot on that thing all day long and not cut it. You know,
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. I seen some guy. I forget where I saw it. Slingshot forum or something like that. But he'd crush cans this way, and then he'd hang them like
Oh, like
so you
biscuits.
see so you see the
Oh
round
yeah.
side of it, and it lasts a long time. But you don't need those. You need to buy leather targets from this guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I've gotten away from the shooting the cans a little bit, only because I'm always running my dog out in the backyard, and sometimes you get these little flakes that kind of fly all over the place.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh shit, man! I just realized like I went by my catch box one day and I started magnet sweeping, and I picked up a piece of aluminum, like a little razor blade of it, stuck in between two pieces of ammo. They just picked up on my thing. I looked at it, I'm like, oh fuck, I can't have that around my grass when my dog's running here. So I
yeah,
went through
yeah.
it and kind of picked up all the little pieces. It took me like an hour and a half, but I got it all picked up. And anyway, I'm trying to be a little bit more careful with it, but it's cans are fun to shoot, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll,
When I go to the cottage, it's always set up a big line of cans. That's sort of what got me into building slingshots. Like we'd always have like CO2 like pellet guns or a bow or something like that. Like
oh yeah.
my wife's uncle has a pretty serious crossbow too. We'll get into just shooting stuff, and my dad had given me a bunch of this Kentucky coffee wood. It's this really hard wood with a lot of curly figure in it and everything because they took down a tree in their yard. So I had one piece that was just a natural fork, and I was just like, well, that's got to be a slingshot. And I literally just like YouTube like 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. Go on YouTube and just went down the rabbit hole. Like, how do you build a slingshot? And I was like, there, there I go. And
Yep.
I just built him like a nice natty. It had a hole where a knot went through, and I sort of I pounded a brass rod down the one fork to make sure that had strength in it, and then it's sort of one of the fork tips is sort of like half brass. It's nice. It's
Oh,
probably
cool.
like it's probably like 120 millimeter wide fork. Like you could use it as a rock chucker or something like that. But it's
Yeah.
it got everything sort of started, and then it just like snowballed from there. And
And
a couple
that was
years
your first one
later,
ever?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Like
still
I've
have it?
I've made them as a kid, I guess, before, just Bart Simpson style. Like,
Do you still have that one?
my dad's got it.
Oh,
I gave
he's
it to
got it.
him
Yeah.
as a yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I just brought it up to
that's
the
cool.
cottage, like, hey, shoot this, and I had a couple other little natties that I made, and yeah, I still got those. I'll take them out once in a while. But
It's kind of
usually
funny.
I'll Usually I'll be on this guy. This one's always just my go-to.
That's your go-to? Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a beauty, that one.
it just sits so nice. I don't know. This something about it because this was the prototype of one of the metal core, nice proper clips and everything like that. Like I follow a lot of different makers to sort of compare stuff and to make sure I'm not ripping anybody off too. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people have different styles and everything, so
It's
there's
kind of crazy that whole situation. Like, I kind of understand it, and I'm kind of like, dudes, fucking chill. Like the there was people that were like back in the early days. There was people talking about how the goblet style frame was created by Wayne Martin.
yeah,
And then Chris from Catapult Carnage came out with a goblet style frame, which he called the Titan Hunter. And then there was a
yeah,
bunch of people fucking bitching back and forth about how Chris ripped off fucking Wayne's design. They should pay homage to the man who just do you know who developed the bro. Mother Nature created the shape of a Y. All of these things are a
yeah,
fucking Y. Like, I understand if somebody goes out and makes an Avro and starts calling it the choo choo train or something, and
yeah,
they're kind of, I'm kind of like, yo, bro, that's kind of my design, but
yeah. But
I've
this
given
one's
one.
called the Orva.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. I kind of get it, but anything that looks like, one guy's gonna bitch about a chalice frame and you're copying his, you shouldn't be able to make those things. Like, fuck, guys, come on. So
Yeah,
there's only gonna be like fucking five guys allowed to make slingshots, and everybody else just has to sit there and shoot them. Like, shut up, like,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
like, kind of shut up,
I,
But I,
I
I
I think
also,
it's one of those things where I think it's like better if everybody can influence each other and sort of like, oh, I made this one. It's sort of like a shout out to this guy. It's like music, like you're sort of taking influence from there,
yeah,
and try to make something original. Like your Avros, I haven't seen anything exactly like that. Like I'd
no,
love to do a swap with you sometime. I gotta shoot one of those things.
oh yeah, we could do that. It'd be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah. I all I ended up doing really was I liked the companion forks. So the companion from Catapult Carnage, I like the companion forks.
yeah,
I like how a bunch of frames have that big ass end on the back end, and I also like pinky holes.
yeah.
Now, the original frame that I was working on, I was going to call it the Blue Bastard. I was making it out of linen micarta, and it was the most gummiest shit that I've ever had, and like trying to drill on it, it kept on pulling it up into the drill bit. I had to like severely clamp everything. It was a real fucking mess. But I
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
I got the thing built. I did some shooting with it. I really liked it, but getting the template, because it had like you ever see the pinky hole on an Enzo?
yeah.
How it's kind of like a long. It's kind of wider and tapers down to the front. So I
Hmm.
got that cut out. I drilled it all out. Got the template made. I tried making one. It kind of worked, but it was very uneven. And I was like, no, I can't do it. I'm not ready for this yet. So I I ended up checking out the round bit, and then I was looking like, oh fuck, I originally had this thing round at the back end, like it was kind of rounded out. And then
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring it out a little bit, and I'm gonna put a little pin in there. And then when I was looking around, I did find a template of one from another company that had a similar style fork, but it came out. It was designed for like pinch grip. It came out like this, and the back end of it was like how I was drawing it out. And I was like,
yeah,
"Fuck, that's very close to what I want to do." So I ordered. I actually paid $5 for that template, and then I modified it completely. But I was able to keep the shape of most of it, and I made my forks out to 27 millimeters, so I had a really big fork. And then I
yeah,
cut off those two bits that were in here, and I kind of shaped out the fork to get it more like the companion, which I liked. And then I just drilled out cut out the bottom part of it, and it was like, okay, fuck, this is great. But the original one was much smaller. It was a smaller frame and everything. But I used his template to create my template. I guess you could kind of say that's
yeah,
basically the way I did it. So anyway, it helped me get everything more even. So I took his template. I ended up blowing it up a little bit on my thing at work. Made all the modifications, got rid of all those pieces, remade the thing like 15 times, I guess, and then finally, it took forever to get it exactly how I wanted it. But
hmm,
once I did that, it came out really, really. I'm pretty happy with it. It's got all the tiny little features that I like in a slingshot. So it's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what I
kind of
like
funny, but
about.
I'm very picky about my fork tips. I like my fork tip to be as sharp as possible. So that's going to be like a really sharp 90 degree. I like to
Yeah,
have a I like to have a wider fork because it doesn't really matter where you put your bands on your forks. It's always going to shoot like a 90 compared to or how I have my anchor point. So I'm not worried about that. If I want to
hmm
put on a huge band set that's going to be like a 27 to 15 or 20 or something, I could do that. Or I could just use this 18 to 12, drop them right in the center of my forks, and it shoots just like it would any other way. Not a problem.
yeah,
So I got my pinky hole, which locks my hand in forward and back. Got the big fat ass on there, which does it. It's I don't know. For me, it's like a perfect setup. It's how I if I could envision a perfect frame for me of how I like to shoot, the Avro's it. You know,
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, and
but
with
it
the
took
really wide fork tips too, then you have your band sort of sitting down, like, when it's down past below, you can use the tip or the little crosshair thing here for aiming. But if you go further out, then you can just use where the band is actually sit at the
yeah,
top of the band as your second aiming point. If you're going to
and
20
and if
meters or
you look at the top here, when I'm shooting at 20 meters, like right on the fork tip, that's 10 meters. If I drop it down to where that band starts, that's 20 meters.
yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's like bang on. I just split my target in half and shoot right off the band set. And it's my 10 to 20 meters are covered. 30 meters, I got to drop it a little bit lower, but not much. So it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I love a sharp fork.
I've made some wrap and tuck frames that have the whole middle of it will be like a layered paper micarta, so it has different colored stripes all the way down through. And then when you
Oh
kind
yeah.
of carve the forks down on the fork tips, it has like the stripes revealed, so it's like you could basically pick and be like, all right, red is my 15 meters, blue is my 20 meters. Like it's
Oh
sort
yeah,
of
that's
like a
cool.
design and function thing. Just
Yeah.
sort of like happened as a happy accident. I was shaping one time, and I was like, "Ooh, okay,
Ooh, yeah.
we got
Yeah.
something here."
We just unlocked something here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do some more of those. I think some of the stuff that once I figure out the shipping to the states again, because at my Etsy shop, I've had to turn off shipping to the states. I've had a whole bunch of issues with that and the tariffs and stuff. What triggers that? Aluminum will trigger stuff, like exotic woods might trigger that. So I'm probably going to
Yeah.
make a bunch of G10 micarta wrap and tuck frames for the states only, so it doesn't
But
trigger
I
any
wonder.
tariffs. Because I don't want any customers getting hit with something. I always
No.
set it to charge me too, so that the person at their door doesn't say, "Oh, you
Yeah.
owe $800." Like one I sent to the states that got lost. Now they sent me a bill 2 weeks later for $800.
What?
Saying it's a Russian, yeah, 200% Russian aluminum tariff. And I was like, the whole thing was resin in micarta. There's no aluminum in it. So I'm disputing it. It looks like it's gonna get wiped off the record. But yeah, there's class action suits going on in the States with UPS. Like people order a t-shirt, Russian aluminum tariff. Like you order some face cream or something, you see people's stories. Once you search on Reddit, like UPS Russian aluminum, there's a whole bunch of people all
Oh,
freaking out
fuck.
over it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not good at all.
yeah, because I know I got
Yeah.
the right tariff number. There was some cases before of like people saying, "What do you classify a slingshot as?" And the U.S. Doesn't worry. Like I know there's some places. I think New Jersey, you can't ship a
I always
slingshot there.
I always call it a toy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, I was talking to Colton from Black Pine. We talk on Instagram sometimes, and I was actually talking to Sean from Island Made as well. I sent him a message just being like, "Are you shipping to the states?" And we're all kind of like, "Oh, it's kind of crazy right now," but but it's
Yeah. I've been working on getting myself one of those snapshots from Shane. He's
oh, I know, I love that
yeah.
too. I told him that I was like, for talking about somebody with an innovative design, because you have one. What is it called? The hammer or something?
Oh,
It's
the one that I
Shane.
have from Shane, you mean? Oh, it's
Yeah,
the pocket poacher.
pocket poacher. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the snapshot, it looks really cool. Because he's a machinist, right? Like, yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
some of the shots from his workshop, and I'm just like, ooh, I would love to have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, having that lathe that he turns all his handles on, and then he has that milling machine which he shapes out all the forks with. It's like fucking
Yeah,
dude. He
yeah,
does
I love seeing I love seeing other Canadians at it. You know, there's only seems like there's only a handful of us.
There
Well, I guess
really
I'm
isn't
not too
many. I
far
mean,
from you, eh?
uh, well, he's pretty far. He's like a 13-hour drive for me.
Oh
Shane.
no, I said I'm not too far from
Oh
you.
no,
I'm
you're pretty close.
Toronto to
Yeah,
Ottawa.
yeah. You're like a 6-hour drive for me, I guess. Maybe
Yeah, I
five.
guess so.
5 from where I'm at. From where I'm at.
I could do it in 4.5.
Yeah, me too. I have done it in 4.5. I got the Sudbury in 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was crazy. I had a crazy Italian chick driving an Acura. We got down there real quick, man. Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. It was pipe and tobacco channel till recently. YouTube started hitting all the pipe and tobacco channels. Ah, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're just fucking banning everything. It's just crazy.
Yeah. The fun police.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things. When
Well,
I say that.
yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But even yesterday in my live, I had somebody chime in and say, "Oh, are you going to shoot birds with that?" And I'm like, "Let me guess, you're from the UK." Like,
Yeah, I
what,
saw
what,
that.
what,
That
what,
was
what the fuck,
from
man?
that documentary
Yeah,
where they're
talking
just
about a
like
bunch of horse shit.
slingshot people are dangerous and they're killing animals, and then like a 5 minute at the end. Oh yeah, and there's people doing it nicely too.
Yeah, yeah,
Once
yeah,
everybody's all
yeah,
disgusted and tunes out.
yeah. Yeah, we'll spend just one quick minute about that right now. I would love to see them do another docu series with the good side of it and go with that and see what they
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
But I was
exactly.
I was actually going to do a video, um, basically talking about how slingshots have affected my life and do it as a tag thing and start getting everybody to fucking put it out there. And I'm hoping
Yeah,
that'll start winding up in everybody's feed. And anyway, I'm going to be working on that probably early this week. It's going to be talking about how slingshots have affected my life, what they've done for me, and whatever it is. And I'm going to tag 3 guys and say, hey, I want to hear your story. Let's go. And I'm hoping that the guys in the UK can do that and start posting it all to Facebook and everywhere they can post it. And that way it's going to get to other people's eyes and how they respectfully do things. There
yeah,
are there are some people that I know that are fighting back and they're like, fuck you, I hunt with my slingshot and I'm not going to change anything and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, guys, if you don't just start keeping that private, just keep it private. Do what you
yeah,
got to do, but keep it private. If you're out hunting, keep it private because all these fucking weirdos that are out there whining and bitching about every single thing that everybody else is doing, but yet they're afraid to show their face. They're wearing masks. They got hoods on their heads and they're afraid for their life because they're talking about some guy who shot a slingshot in a park near them. It's like
yeah,
fucking come on. You're acting like it's they're acting in that documentary like it was some kind of mafia that's out there shooting slingshots and killing birds because they're crazy. But it's not the case.
yeah.
It's not the
Exactly.
case.
Like 99.99% of people shooting slingshots are people hitting targets in their backyard.
Yeah.
It's like a meditation kind of thing almost, It's just like you got to clear your head to do it well. So it's like
Yep.
it's when everything starts getting crazy. I see a lot of people too, like, oh, COVID hit and I was at home all the time, got a slingshot, so what else are you gonna do?
That's how I started.
Yeah.
That's how I started.
I was working
2018.
the whole way through COVID. The only good thing was the highway was just empty. I
Yeah,
live in
I know. It
Toronto,
was
so
sweet.
like the 401 is brutal. Going down the 401, I was like, I could just coast between all 5 lanes if I wanted to. There's nobody there. I was like, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
that's sweet. That's sweet and rare at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
It's
very
almost
rare.
surreal, It's like being in 28 days later, or something. The empty city, like you
Yeah,
never see the 401 in Toronto, not a traffic jam any time of
no,
day.
any time
I,
of day.
I drove out to my sister's place midday Sunday. It was traffic jam. Like, where are all these
Yeah,
people going?
yeah. They're fleeing the country. It's what they're going. They're out out here.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's nuts. But it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out because I think there's a lot of people that are out there. They're saying their 2 cents on it and saying, hey, no, this is wrong, this is false, blah, 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 in a quick little blurb. But I would like to see these videos start getting out and people start tagging each other, posting it to all their social media so people can actually see the other side of it.
Yeah.
And I know Luke Stroud Luke Stroud did a great video on the East Coast Slingshot tournament last year. It was an
Oh, I
amazing
watch it. Yeah,
video.
Cool
Yeah,
Hand Luke, right? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
he
watched
did a
his video.
great
It was
video on
good.
it. Yeah, he did a great video on it, and he gets a good idea of like community and everything like that. And that's what all that UK documentary was fucking missing. It was like, okay, well, what about all
Exactly.
these people? What about all these people that get together with gatherings and they eat and they break bread, they talk with each other, share stories, have a great time, camaraderie, all that
Yeah,
stuff that they just left out. It's
exactly.
shit. Yeah, I'm
Like when
glad that.
when I first got into shooting, I think one of the videos I saw was Mon Waller. He was on the news. They did a whole thing about him, like,
Yep,
oh, he's building slingshots, he's doing these tournaments and everything. And like, look at him now. Like you see the target range he's got in his yard there with all them. I'm like, oh wow, it just looks like a great time. They're
and
like
and he has that thing. He
barbecue and
closes
they're
it.
all getting together. I'm like, oh, I'm just up here in Canada alone. Like
Yeah, I know.
nobody knows about it at all. But I
They
guess
got
in the
that.
States, it's a lot easier. They're like, "It's just a slingshot. It's not a gun." Like there's so much more, freedom with that kind of thing. Like Canada, they're trying to ban all these different guns. Like, some of the guns they try to ban are actually guns that are in a video game that's not even a real gun. Like, there there was one
I
on the
know.
list that was like in a video game. They're like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy that they went and tried to do that, and you've basically given everybody 1 year to hand in their guns and do their thing, and
Yeah.
if you don't, you could be facing up to 10 years in jail, depending on what it is. I mean, what the
Yeah.
fuck is that? You change your mind, and now 1 million of the 2 million gun owners in Canada or whatever it is are now fucking criminals. Like, how the fuck do you
Yeah.
do that? How the fuck do you
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah, I know
But
so many responsible gun owners, like they go like, "Oh, you wanna check out this gun or something?" They got it in their locker, they got the ammo in a separate locker, how the rules are in Canada here, but, people follow all the rules and responsible about what they do, they got a proper tag if they're gonna go take a deer or something like that, or go
yeah,
out with 4 buddies, they all got a tag. If one of them gets a deer, they all basically split it up and process it themselves and stuff. Like, it's sorta
but
back to the roots. It's what people have been doing for thousands of years.
yeah, but that woman that you see with a guy, what's his name, Gary Adesamadury, whatever his name is. he's, she had that woman that's always there during his press conferences. She was one of the ones that was in Montreal University when the guy Valerie Fabricant lost his shit and shot up like 30 students.
Oh, wow. Yeah, when was
She
that? Was that in the '80s or
That
something?
was in the 80s, early 90s. I can't
Yeah,
remember the
okay.
exact date, but it was him. It was him who did that shoot up in the school in the Montreal University of Montreal, and
Yeah.
she was one of the. I don't know if she was actually shot or whatever it is, but she was a student at the school at the time,
Crazy.
and she's made it her her quest to get rid of fucking guns. And I kind of understand where she's coming from, and I feel for her. That must have been fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
My wife was actually at she was at that fucking that mall in Montreal where that guy lost his shit and started shooting up the mall. She was there,
Oh,
you
wow.
know. Yeah, she was there at the time, and there was a bunch of kids. She'd just gone back from doing some shopping, arrived back at her work, and a bunch of students were running down the street and tried hiding in her law office. And they were like, "Please, please, please, there's a fucking shooting or whatever it is." So my wife had just missed the action, thank God. But
Yeah, yeah.
it was like, yeah, that kind of shit. But this particular guy had bought his guns legit. The guy before him that shot up the Montreal school, the Valerie Fabricant guy,
Mhm.
also bought his guns legit. But
Yeah.
all the other shootings that happen are all by criminals' guns.
Yeah, exactly.
you
Yeah.
know?
There's
So you kind of got to go back 20 years and 40 years to find that fucking guy who actually committed crimes with legal guns, which is kind of stupid, but that's what they're basing their shit on. And here in Canada, which kind of sucks, is we already have laws that are there to take care of all these issues that we're having.
Yeah,
But
you gotta
they're
do a lot of checks to get a license and everything. You gotta do a whole weekend course and
Yep.
all that type of stuff. A cousin of mine works for distributor. Like, I think it's a US based company, but he's always like, we should have guns, but proper checks and balances. You just don't want any don't let any insane people get their hands on them. You got to have some
Yeah.
kind of like someone with a good sense of people doing the safety checks and just be kind of like, all right.
I mean, I could completely understand, removing the right to own a gun on somebody who has caused violent crimes. I get it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I can
exactly.
I can completely understand the argument though for people who have mental health issues. Now, if you're calling somebody who has a mental health issue, for example, somebody like who's schizophrenic, completely goes crazy and thinks aliens are watching him all the time, and he freaks out and starts shooting, I agree
That's
hundred
the ones
percent.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, that I completely understand. But what I don't understand is somebody who may have some kind of a small amount of depression, especially coming out of 2020, 2021, when you had everybody locked up for 2 years. I can
Yeah,
understand
maybe
why
they'll
somebody would have
justify it like
depression.
that.
Yeah,
Everybody's got a little bit of depression with the way the world is now.
yeah. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say in that case. But I mean, simple background check, see if they have any violent crimes. If they don't have any violent crimes, do a vulnerable sector check, make sure that they're safe around other people, and then you call it good. And that's it.
Yeah.
I don't see what the problem is with that. But yeah, exactly. Here's another one too with veterans and everything. Like I don't buy somebody who may have PTSD. I mean, it all depends. If it comes out in violence, well, then you have to be careful and maybe maybe that guy shouldn't be having guns. But
Yeah.
if it is if the guy just has some tough times and he wants to be alone or whatever it is sad and
Mhm.
I mean, fuck, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to
Yeah,
say about it, but
any of these things, it's like there's so many humans out there. It's always like a case by case kind of thing, whether
yeah.
something's good.
But I mean,
But it's like I think I made a comment about the back to the BBC documentary about slingshots. It's like if these kids didn't have slingshots, they'd be throwing stones at birds, or they'd be just
yeah,
like take a kitchen
or
knife or something like that. Like there's people can
or
throw whatever they want. It's like
stabbing people because they want their scooter or all these things. I mean, this is going on right now. You're going to ban all knives, all cars, all everything.
yeah,
Like what the fuck? We're going to be running around like Bubble Boy, all bubbled up in these bubble plastic things and
yeah,
screaming
in your
$500.
15-minute
Yeah,
city.
yeah. No, it's just wacky. Like I can't seem to wrap my head on where everything is going here. Well, I I,
Mhm.
I kind of can, but then people call me crazy, so it is what it is. But you know,
Yeah. I guess
I
I
I,
pay
I
attention to it because 'cause I'm making these things, and I'm like, "Ah, come on, don't don't
yeah.
outlaw them now."
But that's going to be the plan. I think going early on this week, I'm going to start a little tag thing. I'll get a couple of people out there and share the story. Let's get the word out about what a responsible slingshot shooter does, and try to fight back with the against the bullshit media. Because once they start doing that shit over there, you're gonna have the same fucking thing over here. Nobody
Yeah.
can seem to nobody can actually seem to protest about something that actually fucking matters in their area. They gotta protest about anything that anybody's got something to bitch about. So it's kind of
Yeah.
kind of fucked up. But
Yeah, it would be fun to set up some sort of a competition or just even a meetup or something like that in Canada. It's hard because it's so big. We're so spread out. It's not
yeah,
not as easy as like even in the States, you got like the East Coast, the West Coast, and people can kind of get to each other a lot easier. But here
but
we're all like, oh, how far are you? Like I'm like, you're close. six
yeah,
hour drive. Like
6 hour drive. We're
people in
close.
Europe don't get that. It's like, oh, you're in the next province over. It's like, don't you have a bullet train? It's like, nope.
Yeah, nope. Yeah, so
Getting the
somebody
jeep.
somebody had asked me how far Paul Sillingen Nerd was from me. And I'm like, well, let me do a quick Google check. I go inside, check Google, and I'm like, yeah, he's 3,500 kilometers away from my house. you know,
Yeah,
it's a little far.
yeah,
He's a little far.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a few days drive, like from Toronto to the West Coast.
yeah, yeah,
Like if you're not being a maniac and just
yeah.
like going
It's
all
like a
through the night.
4 hour flight. It's
Yeah,
like a 4 hour flight.
yeah, we need some kind of bullet train system here or something like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty damn cool. Well,
Yeah.
imagine, fuck, that would be. I mean, how fast? Well, I don't think it would be faster than a plane, though, would it? Bullet train.
Yeah. Just give me
How
my
fast?
flying cars, right? We were supposed to have hoverboards by now.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That's what they were saying.
But if they don't trust people with slingshots, they're not going to give them flying cars.
No, definitely not. You're both very cute. Oh, well, thanks, Knox. That's very nice of you. In my view, you
Oh,
can't blanket everyone with the same brush. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Freedom Heart Farm, 100%. How many builders do we have out here in Canada? There's you, Colton, Shane.
there's a couple others. There's one that I've seen, but I don't know if he's building anymore. It seems like he builds a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, not many that I know of. Like
No,
there's
I
not a lot
can't.
of people shooting, you know. But I kind of see it as an untapped market. Like there's so many people in Canada that you
Yeah,
get them into it, give them a good slingshot, and like show them what you can actually do. Because a lot of people just sort of think of like a wrist rocket kind of thing, and like, oh, you shooting rocks with that, and it's like, no, like if you get proper ammo, you get a proper setup. Like you're hitting stuff the size of a penny from
yeah.
10 meters away. The first time you get a couple good hits on a little target from a good distance,
Oh, it feels so good.
that's what got me hooked. It's just
Yeah,
like every like kind of male bone in my body was just like
yeah.
me and my good buddy, we always end up coming up with like useless human challenges, you know, like we have like a whip or something like that. We put a cup on the top of a bottle and be like, all right, the first person to whip that and like spin the cup off the top of the bottle like wins a beer.
Yeah. That's fun stuff, though.
Yeah, well, I grew up like
But
skateboarding and snowboarding and stuff like that, so it's just like, you know, okay, we're gonna try a trick, you know. So it's always
yeah.
fun to like cutting a card. Like I think I just recently had a video on my Instagram of card cut. I gotta get a nice cleaner one though. I actually got some like a mini deck of cards of like a regular card
Ooh,
is like
nice.
that big. It's like a mini set. I might like throw one with each order and be like, if you cut that, you get like 10% off your next
Your next
prove it,
order.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta
That'd be
set
pretty
people a
cool, though.
challenge, I think, you know, when they get something. I like throwing little freebies in there though.
That's actually a really good idea. Throwing a little challenge shot inside each one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be like, oh,
yeah.
you send a video, like you know, you hit it, I'll put it on the Instagram or something, or you know, I gotta get going on YouTube though. This is great, like coming and chatting with
Oh,
you. Like I
it's
watch you
fun,
all the
man.
time. I think when I started out too, I watched some of your earlier videos of you know, how to cut bands, how to tie stuff, and like all that kind of stuff. And like as you go deeper down the rabbit hole, like inevitably I feel you find you and uh
But that was part of it, man.
Fowler and like those kind of videos.
Getting
Oh,
whoop, there wasn't really that many people putting out like real instruction videos. Like they would say how to shoot a slingshot. You know, this is your. Oh, did I completely freeze or
I don't see you. I can hear you though.
you don't see me, but you can hear me?
Yeah, it's just yours.
Weird.
It's just black.
Fuck happened there? That's weird.
I can see you.
Hold
I
on.
can see you on my laptop down here.
Am I talking on the laptop because it's frozen on my screen? I'm like this.
Oh, I don't see it. There's a delay on it too. I don't know how much of a lag there is. I can hear you
Uh-huh.
still.
Oh, okay.
I see
He's
what you're saying.
gone.
He's gone.
He's
Can
gone.
you
I don't
still
know what
hear me?
happened. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
All right.
Because it always around that hour and a half, 2 hour mark, it always does like a reboot on my thing. Like right now, I'm back to 52 seconds,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know why. Let's try this. No, that doesn't do anything. All right, I'm gonna back out just real quick and pop back in, see what happens.
All right. Yeah, sometimes YouTube will get a little squirrely
No,
with the
I'm
live
still
feed.
I'm still screwed up here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's try this.
Hmm. Yeah, can everyone hear me all right? I got
Are we back?
yeah, you're back. I see you.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm a YouTube mechanic, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put a link in the description. Yep, $5 a call. Woo, that was awesome.
Yeah, I heard that one.
I'm glad that worked out. I was like, oh fuck, don't tell me he's gonna do me dirty like that again. Yeah, but you see, I restarted the count again. I'm right back to 25 seconds. Weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
All good
mine
now.
says what? It's 94 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, weird. Yeah. So it doesn't restart on mine. I don't know why it does that, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, my wife's happy. She's like, "Now you don't have to talk to me about slingshots all the time."
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
man,
funny though.
I'd love to come back another time and get out in the yard with the catch box. I think I've told you about my catch box in the chats before, but I got like the ball return and everything. It's a big honking thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
But I'm lucky enough to be, like in Toronto, it's kind of rare to have a backyard, and it was like I think it was a mistake by the real estate agent, to be honest, when I started renting the house that I'm in,
Yeah.
because I know our neighbors are paying way more than we are to rent the place. But there's like 100-foot long backyard. It's like 50 feet wide, 100 feet long. Like I got a greenhouse out there.
Oh
Grow
wow.
some ghost peppers and chilies and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and some other stuff in there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, you
That's
make
awesome.
hot sauce too, right? Like I've gotten into that too. Once you
Y-
go down that path, you're just on a
Man.
quest for spicier and spicier things. I want to get
Yeah.
some Carolina Reapers going and stuff.
Yeah, when we used to post on our Facebook page, we used to post like little videos of us eating Satan's toe and doing the one chip challenge and all that. We
Nice.
have another one that we're going to be doing soon. It's the hottest gummy bear in the world. So we
A
might
gummy bear.
yeah, gummy bear. Yeah, Satan's toe is pretty fucking hot though. I'll give them that. They say it's supposed to be like 9 million on the Scoville thing.
Oh
I
wow.
call I call bullshit on that. Let's be real.
It's
Pepper
good
X is like
advertising.
yeah, Pepper X is like 2.6 million or something like that, or 2.7. It's hot as
Oh,
fuck.
okay.
Carolina Reapers, they're pretty fucking hot. You know, I,
Yeah.
I put Reapers in my hot sauce, so whenever we get them, we always have to test the peppers to make sure they're hot. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you'll get a pepper for whatever reason. A habanero is hot like a chili. It's not hot like a habanero. So you're kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
what the fuck, you know? So we always take a little nibble out of them, and we suffer for like 10, 15 minutes, and they're like,
Exactly.
okay, they're good. Let's get back into it. But yeah, yeah, it's kind of fun. We've done the Satan's toe, and we've done the one chip challenge, which I don't know. I don't see all those people doing videos and they're rolling around the floor screaming like idiots. Like I don't know if that's like legit or not for them, because I do know that heat tolerance or spice tolerance is subjective to the person.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
we've
It's
had
like some
we had
people
what?
taste cilantro, it tastes like soap to them, or
Yeah.
like there's total differences. But you can train heat tolerance.
Yes, you
The
can.
more I get into it, I'm looking for something better each time. I make a Scotch bonnet like grilled pineapple hot sauce that my brother loves it. Every time I see him, he's like, "I need a new jar," you know. But
That
I've
sounds
since
good.
started putting ghost peppers into that one, and like I don't sell it. I just give it to friends and family and stuff. And but my
Yeah,
hottest one is like
that's
a
how I
straight up
started too.
ghost pepper sauce, and I call it liquid hot magma.
Yeah, yeah, that's how
Got
I
a
started
Doctor
too.
Evil sticker on it.
We were just messing around a little bit doing some sauces for me and my buddy. And we'd make a batch of like 50 jars. We'd split it up 25, 25. And then
Yeah.
within 2 weeks, we're out. Like, how the
Yeah.
fuck that happened? You know, everyone was like, oh, let me try that. They tasted like, fuck, that's good. And the next thing you know, they want a jar. They want a jar. Hey, my buddy wants a jar. Do you think you'd sell him one for like $5? Yeah, yeah, sure, here, whatever. You know, and then one day we did a sale. We went to a sale, like a little school sale, those little bazaars that the schools put on.
Yeah.
We went to one of those. We sold like 50. We had like 50 jars of our original Caribbean style hot sauce, and we had like 50 jars of like jalapenos, pickled jalapenos. We went
Nice.
there and we sold everything in like 3 hours, and we had to sit there for 2 more hours just waiting for the sale to leave to close so we could pack up and go. And it was like, fuck, that's a lot, man. And we were selling for the $5 a jar at the time,
Nice.
and I mean, everything went. And we were like, okay, maybe we should do more of these and see what happens. And then, well, then we got like a cult following in the Montreal area where there's like a lot of people that buy our shit. We sell at a couple of local stores at like IGA and Provigo and that kind of thing, and
That's
a few
awesome.
other yeah, a few other spots. But now it's kind of like fuck, even if it does start becoming like a pain in the ass and not lucrative, and we can't find a kitchen and all these other problems that go along with that. Uh, we're kind of like bound by these people that have have become like I don't know what you call them, like fucking loyal clients, you know?
Yeah,
It's kind of
addicts.
neat.
They're called
Yeah,
addicts.
yeah, but it's kind of crazy how strong of a following we ended up getting. Yeah, I mean it's still small. I mean we'll never be able to do this as a living, you know. But it's kind of like it's kind of cool, you know. It's fun,
Yeah, yeah. And you got to go through a lot of like health board stuff or anything. That's what's always stopped me from. It seems like with food, you have to jump through a lot of hoops or
bro. I am
have
so
something tested.
fucking I'm so fucking pissed. You know, I used to go down to Cornwall, Vankleek Hill, and what was the other one we used to do? Oh, it was two of them. It was two of them in Vankleek Hill and one of them in Cornwall. We used to have sales. We used to go there and do them every year. We're MAPAC certified, so we've taken the management course. Everything was good. All we had to do was show up, do our setup. The guy would come by with his clipboard and make sure that we're following all the rules. So we had a hand washing station and all this stuff, and
Yeah.
we had our proper permits and everything was good. And then they went and they changed the law, so people from Quebec can't come into Ontario and sell things in Ontario. I would have to get another fucking license to be able to do that. On top of the Quebec license, I have to get another license on top of that. It costs us $1,000 a person to go get our management course in the MAPAC certification. So $1,000 a person, so that's $2,000. Now we're gonna have to go and pay that a second time to sell in Ontario. We were kind of like, you know what, fuck you then. Like we're out.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
we packed up. They're like, well, you can't leave until the show's over. If I can't sell, I'm not fucking staying here. Go fuck yourself. And we just packed up everything, threw it in the car, and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it's funny
and
we talk about like, oh, why can't there be free trade now with Canada and the States? There's not even free trade in Canada. It's like,
I
there's
know,
all these rules. Quebec's always kind of protecting all their, the dairy, like all that kind of industry. Like that, there's a whole separate
yeah.
kind of thing with that. But yeah,
Well,
it's crazy. All the regulations just kind of get in the way because most hot sauce it's so acidic anyways. Like there's nothing can grow in there if you're
no,
making them that hot. It's generally
and
pretty safe.
and you're vinegar based, right? Like, or
Yeah,
in our case, we're vinegar based, but we use vinegar. We test our pH on every single batch, and we're always well in the safe spot for all that. So
yeah, and you could do this sort of pasteurizing thing where you keep them warm for a certain amount of time.
yeah, and you can also let them what do you call it? You can also ferment them. Some people ferment their sauces,
Oh yeah, yeah. I wanted to try that. I
which is
ferment
also
uh I ferment garlic in raw honey, and it's
ooh
just like that. Like you can just pop one of the cloves. Like it takes the bite away from the garlic, and it's just
so good.
like, yeah, I want to just like throw it in the food processor and just make it like this sort of honey garlic paste. 'Cause I get into making bread and stuff like that. My sister got me on the sourdough bread, and now I just like store bought bread. I'm like, can't do it.
Oh,
The
I
bread
know it
snob now.
sucks. It sucks. I was messing around with some recipes for bread too, and it's like I used to go all elaborate, make it rise, bring it down, make it rise, bring it down, go all crazy, and then I got this like one bowl, very clean setup thing to do. I just
Yeah.
do it. I leave it, let it sit for like 8 hours, come back over, take it, slap it onto a tray, and throw it into the oven with a little jar of water beside it because that steam kind of helps it out a little bit. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
fucking bread's fantastic. It's like a ciabatta
Yeah.
style bread. Mm,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so
I'll do
good.
the proper sourdough. Now every Christmas, Thanksgiving or something, especially the big Irish side of my family is probably 50, 60 of us that all go there. My mom's like, "You're bringing bread again. You started." I'm like, I'm the
Yeah.
bread guy now." So
Hey, why not? Eh? Why not? It's good stuff, man. You
yeah.
get that bread going, and the fuck, man, it's good. It's real good. Little
Yeah, and
avocado
the
toast with
whole
some
the
bacon.
whole house smelling like bread too is I don't know.
Yeah, it ain't a bad
It's just
thing.
cozy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing. That's for sure.
I
You
gotta
know what
get
I
on the
started?
grill more. I know you grill a bunch. I always see
Yeah,
whatever you're
I,
doing. Some of
I'm
those slow
actually
cooks.
I'm actually out of charcoal. I have to go get some. I'll probably pick it up today and get that thing going again. Couple. It
Yeah,
helps me with the grill and slinger videos. You know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to build a little rooftop over my grilling area outside, so keep it going all winter and everything. I got given this good grill. It's got the whole rotisserie and the smoker drawer underneath and everything like
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it
My
for
brother.
free too. It was like
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. You know.
exactly free 99.
Yeah. Free 99. My brother. My brother just got a nice one. It's like a 50-50 grill. You've got a smoker on one side and a gas grill on the other.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, he just pops them open. Does I mean the grill itself is not that huge. It's like I think it's like 20 inches each side. So the whole thing's like 40 inches long. But
Yeah,
it's got plenty of room to cook for like a family of four. You can cook some stuff. It's big enough to put a medium sized brisket on it if you wanted to smoke it. There's lots of
yeah.
options. It's definitely the way I'm going to go next time. When my pellet grill died, I was very disappointed. The amount of trouble that pit boss thing gave me, man, I was like, fuck, I'm never going to get one of those again. And then
Yeah.
I bought a charcoal grill just to kind of get me going. It was cheap, a little $200 thing. And once that's gone, I'm going to be investing in another nice one. But it's going to be a 50-50 grill like what my brother has. I really like that idea because
Yeah, for sure.
you don't always have time to get the wood going or whatever. So
Exactly, yeah.
sometimes you just want to turn the gas on, fire it up, cook some burgers real quick. You could throw a little pellets, a couple of pellets inside of a tin foil if you want a little bit of smoky flavor. It all works out,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, with the half and half setup too, you can get that indirect, like, slow and low kinda
Yeah,
thing. There
yeah,
was a place
and
that used to be in Toronto that did a beef brisket sandwich, and it was just amazing. I talked to the guys that owned the place. I think it was called the Leslieville Pumps, and they would just do like fried pickles. I think they did a butter chicken sandwich too, but their beef brisket sandwich, he's like, "Oh yeah, we went down to South Carolina, got the smoker from this pit master who's won, championships and everything." He was right into it, and I was like, "You're just like me. I get right into a thing." It's like
yeah,
Slingshots was one of the rabbit holes, and I'm just like, all right, let's get right into a thing. Why not go
yeah.
all the
That's
way?
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's funny with all the hot sauce and all those like side projects and stuff. That's where the Scorgan name came from because I'm Scott. My wife's name is Morgan. So
Oh,
we'd
cool.
always we'd always just like whatever we're doing, we'd like paddleboard out to like an island at the lake or something. We'd be like, "This is hereby Scorgan Island," And like I
Yeah,
growing hot peppers in the backyard, and the labels we put on them is the Scorgan Farms. So like it's always been a thing. So I started the Slingshots, and I was like, "Well, it's got to be Scorgan.
Scorgan
Why
slings.
not?"
Yeah,
Yeah. And so many names are taken too. Even trying to name these the frames themselves, thinking up a name, and you start typing out anything, oh, that's a good one, and it's taken. Like anything like Hornet, Stinger, Predator, like all the names are always taken.
yeah.
So
All
trying
the
to
birds, all the military stuff, all the animals, everything. Everything's gone.
exactly. I was trying to think of what to name the PFF, the pickle fork. I might call it the gherkin or the brine, maybe the brine.
Ooh, that's not bad. I like
Yeah,
it.
some throw it to the pickle fork thing, but
Yeah. The brine.
but yeah, like the ones I got now, it's like the Sentinel. Yeah, these ones I call the Sentinel, and then these ones I call the Cicada.
Oh wow,
He's
that's
got a
cool.
nice fat one. Yeah, this one's called Leopard Wood.
That's badass.
Yeah, I was playing with some of these sort of cutaways in the handles with some resin and stuff.
I really like that mix though between the metals and the live wood. Like the actual wood. It looks freaking fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun to play around with. Like this one, I call this design I call the Rove. It's sort of like a half. Like this is some more of that curly. I think it's called horse chestnut.
Oh wow.
The back's got some wild curl in it. You can see that. And once I buff these, these are just like sort of still drying. I did a whole wet sanding process with Danish oil, and then I'll take them to the buffer. I have like a three-stage buffing thing that I put on my lathe, and that's all good. But yeah, this one's sort of you can get up on it
How do
and
you
do a
how when you put stuff on the buffing wheel and you have like metal and other materials, like the metal sometimes will turn the buffing wheel kind of like black color.
yeah,
How
like
how do you
I'll
avoid all
sometimes
that?
tape off the aluminum to block it from the buffing wheel, or just be really careful just to not really hammer onto it. Like too much pressure will be too much. But But
Mm.
yeah, once it's oiled thoroughly, because I'll do like a couple coats the first day, let it sit overnight, or another day, come back, do another coat, and you can build a finish. It's like with true oil, it's like doing a gun
Yeah, yeah.
stock or something like that. It's a time consuming process to let the layers build and everything. So that really does seal the grain. So any of that kind of
What
dark
is
that
it that
comes off
it's
if you're
the
buffing.
boiled linseed oil? I think is one that'll polymerize if you leave it dry out, right?
Yeah, boiled linseed oil will. Like I think I was telling you about that with the CA glue.
Yeah.
No, if you're trying to do a CA glue finish, I used to do that, but I'm allergic to it now. I'll just blow up like I have
Oh
the
no.
flu for like 3 or 4 days if I get around the stuff. Because I was using it on the lathe, and you can put like it's kind of hard to get it spread out and smooth quickly. So if you put a bit of boiled linseed oil on your little rag that you're applying the CA with, boiled linseed oil, then CA glue on top of that, it lets it spread out, and it all like I think it's called like copolymerizes. Like it binds together chemically, and it makes this nice finish. Like it makes the
Oh
CA glue
wow.
finish a lot better. There's some chemistry to it. I looked up some of these through the lathe work that I do. There's a lot of guys on the lathe that'll use the
With
CA glue finish
yeah, because
because the friction helps.
I've done a couple of CA glue finishes, and one thing I did notice is that if you're able to get the your materials warm when you put it on, it'll kind of soak into the wood a little bit quicker
Yeah,
before
yeah.
before
You
it
get the
starts to
really
dry.
thin stuff. It'll really like wick in there, or like
Yeah.
the
The,
capillary kind of action.
the one that I have is a medium viscosity, I guess, or thickness or whatever you want to call it. It
Yeah,
doesn't dry. It takes a little bit more time to dry than the thinner stuff.
yeah. It
Um,
gives you some
I
more time.
Yeah, I was talking with Jordan though, and Jordan uses the thin stuff on his first two coats or so, and then he goes to a medium one after because the other one, the thinner one, kind of absorbs into the material quicker, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, it
Yep.
does, yeah. That's a
Yeah,
good way to do it for sure, because it kinda seals everything off, and then the medium will build more.
yeah,
And you can
it'll
get a
build
really
it.
you can get a really nice finish with CA glue, and it's crazy hard. I don't know how long it lasts though, like over the years, something's out in the heat and the cold and everything. That's kind of
Yeah,
that's why I want to get into the stabilizing woods and everything like that. But it's kind of like a whole process of like kind of baking it in the oven to get it zero moisture, and then submerging it in the cactus juice, and letting that sit under vacuum for hours and hours, and then you got to let it soak after. Then you got to heat it after it, but then you get a block of wood that's not going to expand and contract or do
yeah,
anything. Like,
it'll stay the same. And some people do some cool shit with that too, like they'll add different colors to it so they could stain the wood at the same time, and
oh
you
yeah,
know,
like double dyeing them and stuff like that. That's what's
yeah,
that's what's cool about it, especially with carving something with a really ergonomic like shaped like frame. The dye will go all the way through it. So if you want a blue wood or something like that to really make all the figure in it pop, carving through it, it's going to be blue all the way through,
yeah.
and it's not just smearing it on the surface. And
Yeah, Chris from Catapult Carnage, he made a couple of really cool natties with wood dye, and he actually
oh yeah,
soaked. Yeah, he soaked it in there with the wood, and it kind of soaks it in. And I know he likes to dye them, but a lot of those pieces of wood, I was like, dude, that wood's too pretty to dye. You should have left it the way it is. You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah,
I love the natties that he makes where he leaves the bark on the handle too,
yeah, I
and
love
he'll
that.
he'll oil it up too. Maybe you just like listening to his soothing accent or something.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah.
workshop process. I'm always watching different people's
He
process.
does some
As soon as you get into anything.
great work though, man. Like,
Oh
you know
yeah,
that the Titan Hunter, the one that he made, that they sell on that UK site. Fuck's it called?
pro shot or something, or
No, no,
no,
no.
that's a
It's a Titan. It's a Titan Hunter he made, but it's sold on Pro Shot catapults.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's Pro Shot. Yeah. He had that frame, that one that they made. They made the mold out of. Is that a one that he hand carved himself? There's a
Oh,
video of
nice.
him actually carving the shape out of it. He goes out and shoots the fuck out of it, and then he comes in. He's like, "This is going to Pro Shot catapults, and they're going to be making one." And they ended up coming out with that model was from one that he carved out, and it's
That's
badass,
awesome.
man.
I'd love
Yeah,
to do that because it's like Fowler, like with a sparrow. Like that was one that he carved I think they did some little corrections to make it more symmetrical or something like that. But yeah, I think that's really cool. Taking a natural frame that just sort of it's like Homer's Wonder Bat. You know, it gets the piece of wood gets struck by lightning, and it's like something
Yeah,
magic about it, and then
yeah,
you make a mold of it, and you know, I'd love to do that. Get into like an injection molded frame to have a good entry level, like something nice and cheap, like 40, 50 bucks that get people into the whole thing. That's a good step, at least to get more Canadians into the whole sport, to have something that's really like affordable. Get it into the Bass Pro Shop or something, so people can just like stumble upon
yeah. And
getting it down there.
that's a big thing I think that a lot of builders I think are making mistakes on. Like, by all means, have your premium lines.
Yeah,
I'll never knock that. But you need to get something out there made where people just coming into the sport, or people who don't have much money, can still get a decent slingshot and have, and get into the sport. And that's the
yeah,
biggest thing, because
yeah,
the more people that are in the sport, and the more people that get hooked, the more people are going to be buying these beauty customs.
exactly. Like I'm making some of these little PFS. It's like the
Oh, that's awesome.
same shape as this, right? But it's just
Yep.
like a little natty, like just with the grooves on the back. But I'm probably gonna put these for like 60 bucks or something like that, 50, 60 bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got a wrist lanyard for it. I think any PFS you should have like something because it's smaller to hold on to, but I really like this shape. So I'm gonna make a bunch like this and see, get people something starter, because I think everybody's worry starting shooting PFS is like, I'm gonna hit my hand, I'm gonna get 4 kits. I was lucky enough. I just started out. I think I watched enough videos, your videos. There's a
Took
few
care of it.
other guys that have a good walkthrough. Like, what are you doing? How do you tweak the pouch right? Like I got the bands set up, sort of like so they're switched right.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like
I
one
do the
one
same
one
thing too.
band you install the other way. So then it's naturally already twisted. So you
Yeah.
just got to tweak it like a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, I remember the first time shooting. I think I made a couple just like cheapo ones. I didn't even finish sanding them or anything. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna ruin these," and I just started like, "Boop, boop." I was like, "Oh, okay, I can see where this is where this is
Yeah.
fun." But it's a
It
whole
is
different
fun. It's a
style
lot
of
of fun.
shooting. The sort of half long draw. It's fun.
I've got a couple of pickles that I really like. One of them I got from Hillbilly. Oh, speaking of which, he's in here.
Oh,
I got
nice.
the Clipple Billy. It's pretty badass. I have the planchette also from Gene Kirkland,
Oh yeah, I think I
which
saw
is
that one.
yeah, which is badass. But I fucking lost it. I don't know where the hell I put it, and it's so tiny. It's like a little Star Trek badge. It's so
S-
small.
Slipped in
Yeah,
your behind your car seat or something. Yeah,
yeah. I,
in
I
the
don't know.
black
I don't
hole
know where I
between the
put it.
console.
I've got some big bright yellow point .4 bands on there from Sniper Sling, so you'd think it'd be easy to find, but it's tucked under something somewhere. I have to go looking for it. But the I got another one on the way. I'm like, fuck, I missed it. I missed that thing, and if I can't find the other one, I need a backup. So I got one
Yeah.
coming. But yeah, there's
What
that
kind of
one.
ammo are you shooting when you're shooting PFS? Because I know you've been playing around with the 1/4 inch lately, right?
I'm gonna be trying the 1/4 inch on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the 5/16 and the 9.5 millimeter steel. I'm really liking the 1/4 inch. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. I recently went from I used to only shoot 9.5, and now I'll just take that out when I have some heavier bands or something. I really want to like lay a beating on some target. I'll set little army men out, and I'll like stick them down or like clamp them down. So you go for headshots. You try to take the little
Oh, that's
plastic
awesome.
army men's heads off. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's nice when it happens. But then I
it would
went
be.
to then I went down to some what was it? I think Sniper Sling, the Black Master, like .5
Oh yeah,
bands and
it was
eight
so
millimeter
fast.
steel, and it's just like that easy draw. It's just you can stay a lot more stable. I feel like I'm still getting the same kind of speed from them,
I've
but
heard
it's
that the
accurate
new
as hell.
batch, of Sniper Sling is supposed to be the draw is supposed to be much nicer, eh? On the black.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I got
I
some
haven't tried
recently,
the new
and
stuff yet.
it lasted forever. Like I had it on this. I got some green on here now. Maybe I just wanted it to be like all green, but I had it on this guy, and I always make sure that the fork tips and the clips and everything like are smoothed out, like no little sharpie things that can cut your bands or anything. But I swear I got like 800 shots before the band started breaking.
Wow, that's
Like
crazy.
not totally maxed out either. I still had like I could pull it back a little bit further. Like I always do that. I'm not really so
Yeah,
power hungry that I need it to be like the heaviest band set. Like I'm not hunting or anything. It's just like shooting targets. Accuracy is key, So plus I
I don't.
plus I hate when a band set snaps after 100 shots or something.
Yeah, that sucks. But I don't. I found the old Sniper Sling Black Man when I tried that out. It was just like I would get like maybe 100 shots out of a set, and yes, I did have them maxed out. But to see what the true potential was going to be of the speed, but the draw weight was so fucking heavy, man. It was like 13 pounds or something stupid like that
Yeah, yeah.
on a band set of point 0.5, or maybe that was the other one. I can't remember. I can't remember now what the draw weight, but it was higher than everything else I've ever tested.
That must have been with
And
a fat taper, right? Like what kind of taper
24 to
were you using?
12. I
Okay.
test. I do all my tests with 24 to 12. I
Yeah.
did a video way back when I was testing out different tapers, and for the 8 mil steel, 24 to 12 was the fastest, but for the 9.5, 25 to 15 was the fastest that I had tested.
Yeah.
And
A little
anyway, I
bit
went
more
through.
meat at the pouch.
Yeah, I went through them all. I tested it all out, and it was pretty impressive the speeds that I got. But when I tested that Sniper Sling Black, I mean, fuck, point 0.7 bands, I was shooting 315 feet per second with 9.5 millimeter steel. With
Wow.
9.5, it
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
was just stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to get myself a crony to like do some tests. I've seen some of your videos where you go through with like all the different, tested like all the different little parameters. There's so many little tiny tweaks and changes and things that you can do that'll have a big effect, but
Oh
but
yeah.
I'd love to know like the actual speed I'm getting from things. Usually I'll just be like, "Well, I watched ATO's video and he was using these kind of bands, so I'm probably getting them roughly the same."
I find the band videos where they get a lot of views. Like people love to watch the band videos,
Yeah.
but fuck the fighting I have to do with people after I do these band videos. Like I just recently had a guy ask me about testing GZK Green point 0.8 for 8 millimeter steel or 9.5 millimeter steel. And I'm like, first of all, I get that you can get 340 feet per second short draw with that elastic, but
Yeah.
you're asking for fucking problems shooting 8 mil steel with a point 0.8 band set. It makes no
Yeah.
sense. It serves you no purpose to have that much draw weight just to send that little piece of ammo 35 more feet per second than I can. It's
Yeah.
not that much, and I'm shooting point 0.5. Like the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Omega Slings point 0.5 electric white. I was able to get 308 feet per second out of a 9 out of an 8 mil steel, and it was like 270 feet per second with 9.5
Yeah.
with a point 0.5 band set. Now, I just got tired of like fucking arguing with people over that stuff, so I stopped doing it for a while. Like I took a break
Yeah.
of the band test. I'm like, look, you guys are missing the whole point. Everyone's worried about the speed, trying to get the most speed, but the most important thing out of all of these things that I'm testing out is the draw weight. It's the draw weight. You
Yeah.
you know just
It has a huge effect on everything because just that little bit of like a shake or something like that will
yeah.
will throw you right off.
Do you know who Linder Sucks is?
No.
No, he's not a porn star. He's a sling shooter.
I'm safe to Google.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a slingshot shooter. So yes, you can Google him, people at home. Don't worry about it. But he did this amazing video of talking about release, and he took two coins. He took a quarter, laid it down on the bed or on the floor, whatever, and he grabbed the other quarter with it kind of hanging straight down from his fingers, and he squeezed the fuck out of it like he was holding onto it something really really hard, and then he let go of it, and that he was about 1 foot above the other one. He's trying to get that quarter that he lets go to slip through his fingers and drop and hit the one on the carpet.
Oh,
and
okay. I see where this
and
is
he
going.
couldn't do it because he had such a grip. When you release a grip that's intense, and you try to release it, it'll sometimes stick to your fingers, but it won't be a smooth release, so you don't really know where it's going. You have to,
Yeah.
when you're gripping something so tight, it requires as equal amount of energy to release it, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, totally, totally.
So
I
when
think it was one of
when
your videos I watched of that too, of not making a big fist when you're shooting. Like
yeah,
let those
keep your
let those
fingers
fingers
open.
go, so your fingers are, you're only holding the ammo as hard as you need to keep it there,
Yeah,
and just let it
exactly.
pull out. I even sort of do that push sometimes. You almost like pull it with your actual frame hand a little bit, just to like flip it out of there.
Yeah,
That
well,
sort of
you'll
like
see
end flip thing.
on my natural draw, I always anchor and I slowly kind of reach out. And as
Yeah,
I'm reaching out, let's see if I can do it this way. I'm kind of lining right up with my target right away, and I get locked into that spot. And as
yeah.
soon as I reach that spot, I usually release it, so it kind of appears like I'm still in the movement or the motion.
Hmm.
I I do have a little bit of an after flick, I guess, but that's only after the ball has left my pouch. I give it a little whoop,
Yeah,
just to let her go.
I started doing that when I switched. I had the sniper sling .5 on this thing, and I was shooting 8 mil steel, all good. Put this green .66 on, and started getting these nasty finger slaps. And I was just like, okay, it was way too much power for 8 mil steel. Went to 9.5, and it was just shooting fine. No
Yep,
slap back or anything. Like it's a
yep. That's
little changes like that can make a big difference.
Yep, and just matching your bands to your ammo is the
Yeah.
most important thing, and that's why
Mhm.
like when that guy sent me that message saying, "Hey, you should do that test with 8 millimeter steel." I'm like, dude, I'll never do that. It goes against everything that I try to teach people. Like
Yeah.
it's just not good. It's not good.
Mhm.
But I don't know that doing those band tests, it was kind of cool because you get to see like how close that most popular bands are to each other,
Mhm.
and where you're going to see things that really make a difference is in the draw weight and how long they last. If you can,
Yeah.
I know Jordan and I did a live one time. We were talking about finding a number. So if you took your speed and you divide that by your draw weight, it would give you a number. So
Okay.
if you're out there shooting something on your setup, so how I have my setup done, if I'm out here taking my shots and my draw like on these bands is 5 pounds, if my band set is my draw on here is 5 pounds and I'm getting ready and I'm shooting that, but I'm getting like 300 feet per second with a 5 pound draw, that gives you a fucking pretty good number of like an efficiency rate, we'll call it. And we
Yeah.
started doing that, testing out our band sets with tapers and everything like that. And depending on how that efficiency rate number works out, if it's a better number for you, you got something good. We have a go into a full explanation on that video with Jordan, but it was
Yeah.
it's something to give people an idea of what they could be doing to find out how their setup is actually, if it's actually efficient or not, and if they're able to drop down their draw weight on top of that and still get a good speed and a good speed and draw ratio. Man, you guys should be fine tuning even better on your band sets than you were before. You know,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was
It
it.
it gets into a bit of physics at a certain point, and then you see
Yeah,
the first comment, which slingshot is most accurate? It's like,
yeah, I
ah.
get I get that. I get that all the time. Yeah. The
There are
most accurate
levels to this
slingshot.
game.
Yeah. Or another one too that I get all the time is about the bands is well, how come I can't get to the same speed as you? And I'm like,
Yeah.
look, man, I got 315 feet per second with 9.5 millimeter steel. My draw length is 29.5 inches. So I'm just short of 30-inch draw.
Yeah.
If your draw is 27, you'll never reach the speed that I reach with that elastic. It'll never
Yeah. Or
happen.
even with
You know?
everything being the same, it could be a colder day.
Yeah, and
You
that's
c-
what I
you
was about
could
to get
you
to.
could hold longer before you release. Like there's so many little
Yep,
factors that'll have effects like that.
yep. So you'll see in those videos what I'm doing. I do a 2 second hold. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll draw it out one Mississippi, two Mississippi, and I let it rip. And that's the best way I can try to keep everything the same. Like people are, well, why do you shoot a 24 to 12 taper? I don't shoot a 24 to 12 taper. I shoot a 22 to 14 taper. But when I'm doing my tests, I shoot 24 to 12 because that is the fastest one that I found for 8 mil steel. So
And then you can
it's
compare it to your previous test too.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to compare on what I'm shooting with, well, we're going to do 24 to 12 all the way across. We'll see what it is. The all the bands are going to stop dead at my anchor point. I'll have like, if I have more than a half inch of extra stretch, I redo the bands.
Yeah.
And every single brand that I've tested, every single one of them, when I start shooting, the anchor points here. By the time I'm done shooting, I got a lot more extra because the bands keep on stretching, and that's why they fail. So
Yeah.
you don't want to be coming to your max all the time because you end up tearing the rubber fibers and they last less. So that's
Yeah.
you know
You've gone
yeah.
deep into this.
Yeah. But it's just crazy, And here,
Yeah.
Sonoran Slinger has a good point here. Power is not needed for training or plinking. Definitely
Yeah.
needed for hunting, 100%.
Yeah.
But even then, anything over .7, it probably requires a bow or a gun.
Yeah. And then people get into using lead shot for hunting too. Like the weight of the actual ammo will make a
Yeah.
difference.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know,
Yeah.
I had somebody telling me too that they hunt pigeons with a quarter-inch steel, and I was kind of like, you know,
Oh
probably
yeah.
probably that's doable for a pigeon, I would imagine,
Yeah.
over a long
Headshots
distance
only.
though. Yeah, headshots only. But I mean, that should be the goal anyway, right? I mean, if
Exactly.
you miss
Yeah.
if you miss the head and you hit the neck, same story. But I mean, you probably want that extra beef in that ammo to be able to really cause the damage you need to. So it's a clean kill, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm in Toronto, so I'm not hunting wild Toronto game. I don't think I would even eat it if I did hunt it here. Like, who knows what's
No.
in there? Toxic
Yeah.
waste or something, but I leave the
Yeah.
squirrels for the foxes. There's a whole family of foxes that were in my yard this year, and they're just cool. They're in a couple of my videos. You see me like holding a slingshot, taking a video. They just walk up and like, "Who the hell's
Yeah.
that?"
What's up, bro?
I'd be like, "That's the yard pet." I
Yeah.
give
The
them an egg once in a while, I feel I'm
yeah.
always a dog been a dog person.
Yeah. Coin's got a good point here. He says so many people overpower their bands, and it's true, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad. But you know what? I think every single slingshot shooter in the beginning, when they start out, all go through the same thing. They want
Yeah,
they want to
yeah.
make that they want to have the fastest, craziest, biggest, heaviest bands and be able to blow up cans and all kinds of stuff. And I mean, it's fun. It's fun to come out and make a heavy set sometimes. But if you really want to
Mhm.
dial it in and become a champion like Coin, you gotta you gotta really just pull back on that power a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you doing it for? The accuracy or just like you wanna
Yeah,
hit
but
a barn door really hard or something?
yeah, exactly. He wrote here too. He said, but even that, it's not necessary to overpower. And I agree. If you're gonna go out and hunt, if you've got a pretty quick shot that's going, just enough with a 9.5 millimeter steel, you'll take anything pretty easily if you're able to put the shot king is king. Shot placement is
Yeah.
king is basically what I'm trying to get at instead of just rambling on for 25 minutes. Shot placement is king
Yeah,
for
and
for
the thing
anything.
that would be even more difficult, like moving targets or something. That's what I want to set up in my yard. Some kind of a moving target that you're tracking something and like on the fly guessing a distance, like something running towards you or away from you. It's a lot different than standing at 10 meters and shooting your flipper in the catch box over and over. It's like
Yeah,
you're practicing. You're like, I can hit 10 in a row. Can you hit 10 rabbits running sideways in a row?
yeah,
You better
but
be able to do that if you're gonna hunt humanely,
that, that's why I like shooting those wiffle balls on a long elastic string. So
Yeah,
when
and
you
then
hit,
you get them again while they're whipping around.
yeah, and it gets your timing going pretty good. You just wait for it to pause somewhere or wait for it to swing down to the center. It gives you a good a time frame of how long it takes your ammo to hit your target at certain distances. Kind of cool.
Yeah. I love explaining to people why a laser pointer sight doesn't work. Everyone inevitably will be like, "Oh, did you put a laser? Put a frickin' laser beams on there." Everyone wants the laser beams.
They have them
It's
though.
like, I
You can
don't think
find,
you realize that doesn't make any sense, really.
but they have them on Amazon. You can buy a slingshot with a laser pointer on it.
Oh yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
it's like this do that or
ridiculous.
that, and your laser's totally useless.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I gotta put a rip.
what kind of band thickness are you using lighter bands now? You switch to the quarter inch. You down to
Yeah,
like 0.4 or
I'm
something?
shooting .4, tapered from 18 to 12, and they're cut long. So,
Nice.
yeah, I haven't done a
I
speed
gotta
trial
try
yet.
it.
I haven't quite done a speed trial yet to see what kind of speeds I'm getting, but it seems like I set up my 8 mil steel to look like it's to travel around 275 feet per second.
Yeah.
When I do that, that seems to be a good distance that I can judge from 10 meters and 20 meters for
Hmm.
hitting things, and that'll line me up on how I aim on my frame for the longer distance and whatnot. So as long as I'm hitting that, I'm good. And I think that I mean I've been testing out different band sets lately. So on this one I've got .4 Omega simple shot, and on this one I got .4 South Wales caddies. Both of them, for the most part, their draws are about the same. They're around 5 pounds, but
Okay.
the elongation's a little different. The precise the precise was lighter draw. I had like 4.2 pounds.
Okay.
But their ratio on that one is an 8 to 1, so I get much more stretch out of it, and they're a little bit slower. But
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy all the science and chemistry that goes into the different latex, like one's made specifically for cold weather, different, like different
yeah, I call
elongation
bullshit
factors
on
you can
all
give.
of those though. On all the
Oh, the cold
anti-cold,
weather stuff?
yeah, I call bullshit on all of those. Yeah, yeah, they're supposed to be better, and maybe they're slightly better in the cold, but like that's the difference between going to down to like 10 degrees and going to zero. After
Hmm.
zero, they're all the fucking same. And the only difference between the anti-cold bands and the regular bands is the anti-cold bands have a heavier draw weight, and they don't
Okay.
they don't seem to they don't seem to last as long. I've tested a whole bunch of them: the GZK, the Precise. Um, what was the other one? There was another one I tried out too that they claimed was an anti-cold band. Like I think it was Sobong, and they're really fast, but they don't last long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a trade-off with that kind of
Yeah.
thing. I think it was the
So,
first day of this morning I saw 0 on the thermometer. So we're getting into the
yeah, it
cold
was.
days.
Yeah, it was cold this morning here too.
I slept with the
But
window open. It was like, "Ooh, nice."
yeah, me
It's the
me too.
it's the
All the
it's the
time.
Canadian in me. It gets cold, and I'm like, "Finally, the summer." It just kills me.
Perfect.
It's too hot.
Yeah, and you fall asleep real quick too in that cold. It's nice.
Yeah, the cold's good for you when you're
Yep.
sleeping.
Yeah, I
You see
like to drop the
that Wim Hof guy climbing mountains in a pair of shorts, he just,
yeah.
like, makes the furnace go somehow with his brain. But no, I'm not an ice bath person. I'm
No. Oh, I would do it though. I bet you it's pretty good. I know when I used to
Oh,
work out a lot, I used to hop in the hot tub. We had a hot tub and a pool that were right beside each other, so I'd
oh,
hop
nice.
into the hot tub and I'd get fucking like jack that thing up as hot as I could take it pretty much. Get in there for like a half hour and then dive into the pool and cool off. And
Oh, yeah.
we used to go back and forth and do it way back in the day. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, but getting back into that hot water after the cold, like getting from the hot to the cold sucks, but it goes away pretty quick. But getting
Yeah,
from the fucking cold back into the hot, that was way worse.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it was way
relativity.
worse. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been one time up my buddy's parents' place up in Sudbury, and it was like -40 Celsius on the
yes,
thermometer, wind and snow and everything. We're in the hot tub with toques on, trying to smoke a doobie or something like that. Our eyelashes have ice on them, like
yeah,
everything. And you get out, and it's a little bit of a slope back to the house, and you're just like Zamboniing yourself, like like trying to walk back to. I was like, "Bring my beer. I can't walk back up the slight hill." But
that's
yeah,
the
once you get in the hot tub, it's like 40 below. It's like, okay,
that's
I'm
awesome.
staying in here for a little while. Yeah, got like an
Yeah,
ice mustache.
how fast can you get? I'm hoping this thing's not gonna fall. Keep getting some weird creaks under the deck, and it's seen better days. So I'm hoping I don't go. If I go down, you know what happened. Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, I got to do something. My old deck, like the place that I rent, is like, when you got a rental, you're like, how much do I want to fix stuff up? Because I think they're gonna build a condo where my place is eventually. So I'll
Oh,
get
really?
kicked out, and but yeah, I wanna move east though. Get out of the city. Everything's so expensive here. There's like places like Peterborough, Prince Edward County, and stuff like that. Like it's just like more rural spots. You get more space.
Yeah, that's the rough thing about living in a city, I think too. I mean, for us, I mean, we left the island of Montreal and moved into town where we're at now,
Yeah,
and a bunch of years back, and it was a new development and everything, which was kind of nice. We thinking about it now. I mean, I've got almost an 8,000 square foot lot, so
yeah. It
it's
looks
not
like you got a big yard there. It's
it,
awesome.
it's not huge, but the good thing is that most of my properties in the back of my front yard's pretty small. And
Yeah,
I don't really hang out in the front yard anyway. You just kind of cut the
yeah.
grass and you put a flower in there or something to make it look pretty, and then you do all your fun shit in the backyard, right? So
Exactly. I
yeah,
always say curb appeal gets you robbed. I don't
yeah,
do anything. There's no flowers in the front yard. Like
yeah,
I'm at a busy intersection, like you just hear people leaning on their horns, like honking because everyone's all
yeah.
clogged up trying to get to the highway. And I'm just like go in the backyard and just, a little fox is scampering by. I'm like, it's so much nicer back here.
But do you like work from home and stuff like that? So that wouldn't be that much of an issue for you, or do you have to go into an office somewhere?
No, like I've been a photographer for like 20 years or so. So it's like wherever the job takes you, like one day
Oh,
I'm like
okay, that's
shooting some like my sister's in real estate, so she'll be like, "Oh yeah, like he's the guy, like oh shoot houses and stuff." I'll shoot for magazines. I've done a whole bunch of stuff, product photography. I used to be an assistant for a fashion photographer, so that was pretty fun.
oh well, yeah, I bet.
But that was
Yeah,
that
so
was in
you could
the
move to
early
like
days.
you could move to like a nice small town like Picton or something like that, and just kind of lay low and just travel to wherever it is you need to go. I'd imagine, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Like even Picton is like a couple hours drive, so come downtown for a big job or something like that. I don't mind driving. I used to take all the photos for Chalk River nuclear site, like all the scientists and all the labs and
Oh
stuff
wow,
like that. I got this whole job
that's
like that, but
cool.
it's like a 5 6 hour drive. You go up to Deep River there. It's by one of the military bases. You hear bombs. You hear them testing bombs and stuff going off.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd always give the military guys a wave. Hey,
Yeah, what's up, boys?
I'm
Yeah.
one of the good ones.
Yeah. Don't mind me
But
with my
yeah, no,
camera.
I've worn many hats over the years. So
Yeah, I bet, eh?
yeah, yeah. But
You
yeah,
know what, dude?
photography's fun. My grandfather was actually a photographer. He took the photo of the Canada Russia Summit series, like Paul Henderson
Oh,
jumping.
no
Like
way.
that's my Gramps photo. Yeah, Frank Lennon.
Oh, that's
Is
awesome.
his claim to fame. I actually have a tattoo of it on the back of my calf. That's gonna be in a camera lens. Like good
Oh,
friend of mine's doing it for me. Yeah.
that's a legendary photo too. That's freaking
Oh
awesome.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I got the signed copies of it, signed by even the Russian goalie in the photo, like everybody in the
Oh,
photo
wow.
and stuff. A whole bunch of memorabilia and stuff like that. And
That's crazy.
yeah, but he was one of the only photographers that went over to Russia, and he'll always joke. He'll be like, "How'd you get the photo?" And he's like, "Oh, someone bumped my elbow, and it just accidentally like went up."
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
was always jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, so dude, I'm gonna have to wrap this one up. I got some people coming over to the house, so I'll have to. But we've done like I don't know, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
Yeah,
shut up.
yeah, yeah. Well, me either.
Yeah.
But it was definitely cool to have you on.
Yeah,
I
man,
hope
I
we
really
can
appreciate it.
get your channel some views and
Awesome.
have some people check out your store because I think we've already got a couple of people that are loving it. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be releasing probably like 15 new frames into the store later this week, and a bunch of these targets are going up there, and like a whole bunch of other stuff I'm getting going. Some of these paracord wrapped ones are gonna go up there too. A little bit of a cheaper price point. So
yeah, very cool.
hopefully get it in for the Christmas shopping season, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Get
it's
get
that
more
time,
new
right?
slingshot people and get someone a slingshot as a gift.
Yeah, very cool. But if you're starting up your channel, I'm going to give you a quick pro tip: do lives and do shorts. It's like
Yeah,
advertising for your channel. It'll get you out there, and you'll grow faster and get more people eyes on your stuff, and more people's eyes should be on your stuff. So
I'll do it, man. I'll probably bug you too often now. I'll be like YouTube guru, teach me the way.
Well, I don't know if I'm quite the guru, but I have figured out a few things that may help you out just to get started, you know?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man,
But anyway,
like I really appreciate it. I was kind of shocked when you were like, "Oh, you want to come on the show?" I was like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." Might
yeah,
as well
oh,
break
it's
it,
fun.
just break the ice and get out on YouTube. So
Yeah,
I think you've
that's it.
inspired
That's
me
how
to
to do it.
start it.
Yeah. All right, boys.
All right.
Thanks a lot for watching. You guys take care, stay safe, get up practice, be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I love you guys. Freaking awesome. You want to wrap it up? Anything you want to tell the people at home?
Go check out Scorgan's scorganco.etsy.com or scorgan.slingshots on Instagram.
There you go. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks for joining me, man. It was a blast.
Thanks.
Bye for now.